Yo, Poppy Carl, you went live. Oh, Bootsy. Yo, Hobo, it is late, isn't it? Well, I had a Father's Day, man, that I enjoyed, and I'm just still vibing on it. It's late, it's early, it's whatever. So I did cooking for my Father's Day. So I made a 4 hour walk. I made a 4 hour walk making dinner for everybody and shit. Once I got home, I was like, I'm finally home. And then my wife came and she gave me gifts, Father's Day gifts, and spoke, you know. Then she had to walk back in the heavy, heavy rain. But I hope she has a good day tomorrow. So it's late, yeah, man. But I had a long Father's Day and I need time to myself and all. You know. Yeah, we had a great one, bro. We had a great one. My sister was a jerk, but she did. We did house chores. Well, happy Father's Day, Hobo, man. Happy Father's Day, bro. Yep. I did work. It was cool. Hmm. Yep, it's past now, man. It's actually my mother's birthday here, so that's June 16th. This is her first birthday not on Earth, dead. So there it is. So happy birthday, mom. I mean, happy, what is it called? Happy annual then. Happy anniversary. Oh, feet don't fail me now. Well, Hobo, as late or early as it is, man, I'll drop the link. You're welcome to join in, bro. So, there you go. So I had to really like rack my brains, dude, to think about the guys that I know that are dads. It's not many, right? Like my peers, I should say. But I definitely wanted to try to be respectable and say Happy Father's Day to them. There's just not many. Evan, Jimmy, Jack. Uh, Jimmy and Jack have been up here. I don't know why Evan hasn't, but it's not many people, bro. Oh shit! I can't add you, Jack, because you don't have your camera enabled. I think it didn't let me add you. I mean, Hobo. It means you have to have your camera enabled. I think, which I understand if you don't want to. I'm just telling you what it told me. Here I am on StreamYard where it should be a little bit more flexible. It didn't give me the add you option. Just do the whole paper cover, bro. Do the paper cover. Oh, right. I understand, Hobo. That's cool, bro. I understand. Yeah, it's different, right? Different format for us, right? What's up, Sean? How you doing, my brother? Sean, too. It's not going to let you up if the camera's not enabled, right? How you doing, my brother? Cheers, Sean. Happy Father's Day, Sean. Happy Father's Day to your family and your people, man. Cheers. Hey, what's up, Madam Maru? Oh man, it was just work. It was 4 hours of me walking in a circle. 4 hours. Just work. It was great. It was great. My dad was happy, my sister was a jerk, and my kids were way stuffed because they just kept eating everything I put out there. That's how my kids are, man. We're a fucking party of monsters. I didn't eat anything, but I was too much working and stressed. Madame Maru, please don't hesitate to join. If you do join, we can talk about that base smokes thing I've been looking at, or anything. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, man. I would. Now that I have the CD player over here, it's got the radio function. You know, I cooked it all though, Madame Maru. How good is food that you cooked? It's just work. It tastes like work. I hate food that tastes like money and tastes like work. I hate it. I don't care. When I got home, I was just trying to chill, and my wife showed up with my gifts. And you know what? She did something. She showed me something because the only thing she missed was my birthday, and she doubled the work. Oh no, I'm the best cook in the world to myself. That's not the deal. That's not the deal. Yeah, but she doubled the gifts. So she actually gave me my birthday shit back, madam. You know what I mean? And so we hung out here. Oh, I gotta go. Oh, you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, it was nice. It was fucking nice. That was nice. My sister was a jerk. My sister did not say hi to me. My father waited for me to come over until she showed back up because she lives with him. Yeah. Cheers, Sean. Sean, it's time for me to roll one up, man. Yep, we're high, Sean, but we're not drunk. And you know what? I'm not getting drunk anymore. And I don't have to because I got lucky. Because I got lucky. Oh, Madam Maru.
Hi,
Let me turn off that music. Hi, how you doing?
I'm okay. What's
How's
going
it going?
on?
You okay? It's just early morning here. Late night.
Yeah,
I got the rain cover behind me so I can hang out here. It's really cool.
yeah, it is nice to have that balcony. Get some fresh air.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm stuck inside.
Yo, Jack. You got a record on the way, bro? Oh man, I'll sub you up next time, but I'm in StreamYard. I can't do it right now. Jack Muzzy's in the house. What's going on, bro? And you're gonna join me on what? Thursday, Jack? I'll see you next Thursday, you cunt. Come on up. That's Jack Muzzy.
I'm not familiar.
Cheers. I know. Me neither. No, no. No, I am.
Okay, cool.
No, he's got a new record. He's been up here. He's got a new record that he needs to mail me, and I was just pushing him on it. I was like, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Cool, bro. Cool, bro. No, I was just pushing him on it because it's limited. And I was like, you're gonna run out. You're gonna run out, man.
Well, nice to meet you, Jack, and hi, Sean, and hi, Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. Hi, Sean. I have a join in link. I know it won't work for you, Sean, because you don't have your thing enabled. But we have Madame Maru in the house right there, I think.
That's me. And Joji.
Doji, yeah, yeah. Well, I've got many certifications now. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna be like a NASCAR driver. I'm gonna have like 25 certifications around my name.
Cool.
Somebody's coming in, Maru. Can you believe it? It's Poppy Carl, right? Yup.
You know,
What's going on?
I'm sitting there minding my own business, live, listening to music, and then my feed gets bastardized with all this Joe G stuff just over and over and over again.
I know, man. I know. The fucking, I'm so glad that Susan Wojcicki let me suck her dick or whatever. Because, like, I get so much more traction than most. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
Jack Muzzy says they aren't running out anytime soon. Jack, I'll tell you the funny part of that. I ordered, like, so many Nervous Impulse records that, your buddy got all excited. He was like, I'm going to sell these out. I ordered so many like at the drop weekend that your buddy thought he was going to sell out real quick. But I figured out the real shit, Jack. Now I know I only have to sell the first 200. I did the math. Oh yeah, we're streaming out, Sean. Mob Crow is going to eat a quarter of a bar like right now.
oh, wait. Dude, it's fucking
What is Mob Crow?
Oh, that's Matt right there, Poppy Carl. He's
Oh,
Mob Crow because he looks like Russell Crowe, like but in Australia instead of New Zealand.
okay.
the Australian Russell.
He's got really, really pretty Russell Crowe eyes. Everybody knows this, right? He kind of looks like Bobby Hill though when he's on shrooms. That's because he can't wear his hat anymore, so you get to
Mhm.
see the Bobby Hill line up here.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Up there in
Oh,
Ireland, Texas.
I get too hot where I can watch my put my clothes off for some reason.
I know. Poppy Carl's he's like, I know where you live. I'm gonna cut your toes off. I hate you. He's gonna throw a pipe bomb, right? I've been hearing
Yeah.
Dang.
pipe bomb a lot of times, Crow.
Oh, dude, that is wild.
Somebody who messages me like 300 times in a row says pipe bomb all the time.
So do you want to talk about it?
There you go, Jack. There you go, Jack. That's what I'm saying, dude. I figured it out, dude. Before I was worried, Yeah. But now I know. Just sell the first 200. That's all. Yep. Heck yeah, Jack. I really appreciate you coming in, my brother. So Jack Muzzy, he picked me up to join his group because my group was a bunch of dickheads and I was like 16 and he gave me a job and we really had a wonderful run for a while.
They have these funky envelopes. Like you have to catch the front tab
Yeah.
as well as like the inside tab to pull them apart.
I mean, that's pretty normal. I think that's pretty normal.
I've never seen that
Yeah, she's
before.
got base smokes. Oh yeah? Yeah, she's got base smokes and yeah, I want to talk to you about it because okay, so over here, like first of all, I was like really like cuz I have a farmer and that's where we get our big bag. So I was skeptical for anything that was THCA. And over here we have legality, so in vape stores they sell THCA blah blah blah. But they used to sell all the diamonds and all the weird shit, and they took all that off the shelf because our legality makes it more difficult because the government obviously wants everybody to be on medical.
Mm.
So
All
I
right,
think
Jeff,
when I go to Bay, I
you're gonna
think
take
when I go to, because you're in Texas, he's in Texas, nothing's legal. Yeah, he's going to eat a quarter a bar right now.
the half a bar.
Eat a quarter bar, eat a quarter bar, eat a quarter bar. Let's see you. Eat the other half.
What is that?
I'm working on it.
You got it.
You're fucking right.
He's got it. He's got it. Here we go, man. This is for research purposes. He's got this from a medical facility. They're trying to cure the,
Got a
I don't know,
herpes.
the gynoherpesipilades.
Okay.
No, it's not THC. It's 1 gram of mushrooms in each quarter. He just did 2 grams of psilocybin
We're working on it.
cubensis. Yeah,
Fuck
he's
it.
gonna get 2 grams of psilocybin cubensis in, and then in 14 minutes we're gonna have to see where Poppy Carl's at. But yeah, when I do the Bay Smokes Maru, I will use your code, so hopefully you get paid $4 fake dollars anyway. But anyway,
So
I'm gonna get the
these are
like frosty
greenhouse
frosty
smalls.
shit.
What did
Yeah,
you just
greenhouse
do?
smalls. I didn't do that. You did.
Oh, my damn computer's doing that shit again.
Shit, I didn't do that. Your new bass player with Crazy Sheep and he gets rewards. Yeah, dude. I mean, like I'm hooked up, dude. But Jack, Cubensis, and it is illegal, right? So
Mm.
Pot United DC, that's the place, dude. Jack. I'm just telling you for your friends and everything. Pot United DC. It's easy. They're on Instagram. That's the place for real mushrooms because they don't give a shit. Because the dude who's an owner is a microdose Sherpa type dude. Like he has like classes and all of that. Yeah, Pot United DC. Like we have United soccer in DC, right? United football, but they're Pot United. But yeah, they have the best fucking mushrooms. But Maryland always did. I live near NIH and all that shit, and they those dudes who do that science, they always eat that shit. As long as
I
you got
tried
the money,
mushrooms one time. They didn't really do much for me.
you have to have more.
Yeah, I
And it
expect so.
depends on what kind. No,
Mm.
and that's always my joke. When I have like bad weed, I'll say, "Oh, it isn't good enough," and my joke is always, well, America's answer is we'll take more. You know what I mean? Like, no, that doesn't work. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. Leave it
What was
alone.
those like skinny, light brown ones?
It sounds like a golden teacher, maybe, but it should be pretty good mushroom. But they have to be cracker dry at least because that's when they
Mm.
become active, and you got to eat at least 3 grams.
Mm. I don't think I had that much.
Because in his mushroom bar right now, you're waiting for Coke United DC. Oh, Jack, dude, you have my phone number. You want to get up? You want to get up? Let's get down. Coke United. Nah, but the beautiful thing about him is, like, honestly, Jack, he's a micro dosing like coach, the owner. I think he's fucking utopian. But he's a really cool dude, and that's what they do. But yeah, the fucking if anybody says they got Lizard King mushrooms, get them because that's what'll kick your ass.
Yeah, so the high's pretty decent.
Yeah, and so you got greenhouse smalls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they're not too expensive per ounce, like hopefully less than 50. Let me just say that.
It's right around 50.
Right around 50. Okay, fair enough. Cool.
Yeah.
So I've had like again when I was more skeptical of THCA and stuff, I've had even guys up here who were like trying out base smokes because it was promotional, and some of them had like hairs or molds or whatever, but everybody likes to protest, so just straighten that shit out.
I haven't really had any issues.
I know, Jack. I know when you bartend, you know everybody. But that doesn't mean you can get mushrooms or LSD that's any good. Because even in the bartending industry, they got some bullshit, bro. You got to get the good psychedelics. Anyway, we used to have, like, because it's supposedly federally legal THCA, but because our local laws are legal on THC, whatever, we're like open. um, they restrict the stores. So we used to have diamonds and all that white shit. So when I go to Bay Smokes, I'm gonna look for something like that. I'm gonna look for all that crusty white shit that I've never had.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I hope they have it for you.
I know they do. I know. I don't know if they deliver it to us.
Yeah, that's something you might want to check.
They might not. Anyway, let me roll whatever this is.
So is Mob Crow supposed to be playing?
Hey.
I don't know. Is it music? What are you doing?
Yeah, you can out. Is that all right?
I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, let him give him like 8 minutes. We'll find out where he's going.
Like, what the fuck
He's
are
got
you
a
doing,
process.
bro? You want to fucking entertain us? Or what?
Don't get angry, Mob.
No, I'm just saying that. It's kind of like the Goodfellas, where he's like, "What am I here to entertain you?" What are you just telling me?
That's what I said. Yeah. Well, hey, look. I mean, you've already blamed me for peer pressure. You've already said I hate mushrooms. Why am I doing it again? And tonight, as I told you, don't do it, right? And also, you said you're going to be drinking. I just gave you like sort of the impression that that's too fucking boring for me for you to just come up and drink. And now you've had 2 more grams of not like the kind of shrooms you had. And I hope, like I said, if they weren't cracker dry, it wasn't going.
So I don't really want. I've still got the other gram right here. Should I just take the rest of it?
Yes, right now you have to. You have to. That's what I'm saying. It's not peer pressure. It's so he actually the ones he's doing their research and their their albino their albino penis envy that most people get crazy on 2 grams of. Not me. I have a tolerance that's crazy, but he pretends like I peer pressured him to it. He's a total adult and he makes his own fucking decisions, you know. It's really funny. We don't think you're funny, Sean. We think you're serious. There we go. I rolled it up. Thank God. I needed one of those.
There we go. No, it was like the shower.
He's swallowing. Hey, Jack, are you still here, man? I gotta ask Jack if he's still here. Jack, are you still here? One more again, man. I know you gotta go to sleep. Happy Father's Day, Jack. How's Chubbs? Dang it. Oh, let's see. Let me see. Okay, 53. No loop. What? Like I'm a clown? Like I'm here to amuse you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. I amuse you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Off Grid Terps yesterday was asking me about Black Christmas in 1974. That's my father's probably his favorite horror movie, but his favorite movie ever is Goodfellas. And I was like, Jesus, I agree. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. And have you guys ever seen? Oh, gee, Penelope Cruz. Is that her name? Oh, you're still here? Okay, Jack. Check. Okay. So the one where she's it's like Hell Incorporated or whatever, and like so she's a demon sent back to Earth and she was gonna go see that movie and she didn't get to do it. He's 6'3" now? Oh boy.
So you're talking about Funny Guy and all this, like you're like am I here like so the movie Boondock Saints when he's like, hey man, I heard you tell jokes, I heard you're the funny guy, and you gotta tell that joke. Yeah, that shit is like
right.
That's like
yo, Poppy Carl, man. If I send you stuff to send on, to sell on eBay, you're down with that? Because it's your summer of freedom too, dude. Some of this shit I'll send you is high dollar. You got to kind of research or whatever, but
yeah,
I'm for real about that. I don't give a shit about this stuff.
I got a shipping place right down the road. I mean, she's already got my shit in there. Got like all my info in there.
Cool. That's cool. All right, well, this one's for you, Jack. Everybody listen to Jack play some guitar here.
Can't hear it. I was imagining you playing like Super Nintendo, playing some fucking guitar dudes. Just playing with the centipede.
That's Jack playing Guitar Hero, man. Yeah, eight heads in the double bag is hilarious. Oh, now we're gonna play some Devo real quick. I know you didn't expect that, Jack. So. Sorry, everybody. I just had to like shock him with that one.
I would have given him a round of applause if I was there.
You would have done what?
Gave him a round of applause if it was a live show.
There we go. There we go. Jack. Cheers, bro. Oh, Paul sucked. Yeah, Paul was. Yeah, that was the death of everything. Yeah, it's too bad that's the recording that I have. You know what I mean? Yeah, Paul was shit. You brought Paul in. Paul was shit. Paul always talked to me about wanting to be a mastering engineer. I was like, do you like music? Because you'll hate it in 3 weeks. And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, you work with Jack at the photo place, right? You wanted to be a photographer. Do you love photography anymore? No. Why? Because everybody bought your fucking dirty laundry shit.
Dude, I haven't seen a photo place in like 20 fucking years. Like, no joke, dude. Yeah.
Well, that's where those fools met, right, Jack? Jack was the fucking, he was the boss. He was in one of those things. You ever see, what was the name? Leslie in the, oh boy, what is it? The Police Academy series. He was in the photo mat, the one that was shaped like a camera, and they threw him in the water, and he was floating in it. That was Jack. That was Jack and Paul.
Dude, think about
I know,
the guy.
Jack. It was a mistake.
Dude, like the guy at the stand, like the little standalone fucking little studio thing where you drop off your film for an hour back in the day, dude, in the middle of a parking lot at fucking Kroger. Shit that they used to see back in the 90s. All those fucking cameras, dude, like on that film. Like, dude.
And Jack had to be a shill. I'm trying to get Poppy like 4 more minutes. Trying to get 4 more minutes of Poppy. But Jack had to be a shill too. He was like, you know why Nikon paper is so much better than Canon paper? You know what I mean? Jack had to be a shill for the fucking man. I know you guys are gonna redo the thing, yeah. What is it called? The magnums, right? The magnums. No, Jack never smoked weed back then. He loved like fucking getting people in trouble. He loved calling out the weed heads. Jack was hilarious. I love that shit. He was like a fucking cop there. Not really. No, it was just so funny. Yeah, he would just call out the weed heads. He would do the Joe needs to get high. Who's got a bowl? Jack is awesome, bro. It was the 90s. That's right, Jack. When my wife was over tonight, we were talking about how we were all fucking scumbags. Everybody was a scumbag. And I was like, we're now, like, the people that we're dealing with that are just disenfranchised and they don't know what to do and they're being scummy. It's like, fuck you. Like, we had to, like, grow up and stop. Like, it was the 90s, like you said. But these people now, man. You told him to go fuck himself. Yeah. But you ruled the photo mat with an iron hand. Before that, you were the dictator of the photo mat, the bucket bong.
Dude, hour those fuckers had, dude. Like they can make you wait fucking hours. Like at the fucking Ecker drugs, they'll make you wait fucking hours, dude. They
Yep,
took what
yep.
they took
And
the
then they're
little
like, hey,
they
wait a
had
minute, where's that
and
one picture? Where's that one pic? And they're like, oh, the Bush pic? Nah.
yeah, they take that authority and they run with it, man. Fucking power of being
Jack had a
tyrant.
collection.
They're tyrants.
He had a collection, and some people would come in and bring him fresh Bush pic.
Mm.
And they'd have to make extra prints, You want double prints? Oh, triple prints.
Oh, so crispy, dude.
Just kidding. I gotta mess with Jack so he stays. I gotta mess with. Thank you, Sean, and thank you, Maru, for putting up with all this. But I have to mess with them so they stay. And then Poppy Carl is about to go and start yawning and shit.
Hell, that's where I'm about to go. Good God, the
Yep.
purgatory.
He's gonna start yawning, sweating. He'll have to take off his hat, and he will look like Bobby Hill. I promise. He lives in Arlen, Texas, south of Houston.
Bobby doesn't have a beard.
He does now in the new ones.
I haven't seen the new ones.
I saw like a couple. He was the worst. I know, dude. Yeah, we were like, it was funny. We were actually illegal. Yeah. So that was really kind of what we did. We really challenged people though, like, trolls in real life. They had every opportunity to bash my fucking head in and they never did.
It's a good thing, right?
I don't know. Is it good that they didn't have the balls to bash me in the head? No. My wife was talking about that tonight too. She was like, people need to fight in the parking lot and get it over with. She's like, yeah. No, it wasn't good that they didn't have any balls, No. Yeah, Jack, you probably saw disgusting stuff, man. At least you weren't working at CVS. Hey, Poppy Carl, man, you like those kind of movies. What did you think about 1 Hour Photo, man?
A little boring. I didn't
You
watch
thought it was boring?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Man.
But it's not like what I would consider a disturbing film. It's just creepy and weird. It's creepy and weird. Sure.
It's not like it wasn't
It is
probably
creepy and
happening.
weird.
But I don't think there was any real, like, physical part. Like, it was all, like, it was pretty, beautifully shot. But it just wasn't
I get it.
what I would consider disturbing, Like, you can watch it with the old lady, you know what I mean, without feeling weird.
Yeah, for real. Poppy Carl, like, that's a good point, man. When we were dating and my wife, I was like, I wanted to watch fucking Requiem for a Dream. And we watched Requiem for a Dream, and she wants to go to bed.
Yeah,
She wants to go to bed, and I'm like, nah, dude, I'm not going to bed. I'm not touching anybody. I'm fucking, I need to take 3 showers. Like, nah.
Requiem for a Dream is an award-winning movie. That versus fucking Slaughter Vomit Dolls.
Yeah, fuck Lucifer Valentine. He's a piece of shit, man.
I mean, there's different
Terrible
levels
person.
of disturbing, and like Requiem, yes, that's mainstream disturbing. 1 Hour Photo,
It's mainstream as hell. It's mainstream as hell, but she wants to like have a good time after that. I was like, I'm not having a good time for like a day and a half, dude. I'm sick.
Yeah. Especially ever since it came out.
You had to touch. Oh, you mean the Travelers, eh?
Yeah.
Jesus, Jack Moses in the bar, man. He's knuckling up.
All that sounds rough.
Best
Sean,
movie ever is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
a good one.
I like Cemetery Man, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a better movie. How about you, Poppy Carl? How about you, Miss Maru, Madam Maru?
Citizen Kane.
I don't do horror movies.
Wizard of Oz 2.
Life is scary enough.
So you don't have a favorite movie? Well, you can just like a movie, you know. Gremlins is scary enough.
There are some scary movies that I have enjoyed. The Haunting, because the house is beautiful. And 13 Ghosts, because it was just a cool story.
I believe that. Yep. But he didn't say that. He said best movie ever. It could be a comedy or a love story, you know. He likes Beavis and Butthead Do America, for example. The tripping sequence was definitely award-winning there, Sean.
I'd have to say Chocolat is probably one of my favorite movies.
Chocolat. I have that. I have that one. I've never seen it.
Really? I think you'd like it, Joe.
Yep.
Give it a chance.
I might. I'm a big softie. I think that's a romantic movie.
It's much more than that.
You know, dang Johnny Depp, he said it was just a trip to Paris.
No way.
That's what he said.
No, it's a really cool
I don't know
movie.
why.
I like it.
2 on 6 of those little dudes, those little squirrely dudes, man. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Okay, that's my father's Jack. I swear, my father thinks Goodfellas is the best movie ever for him. Yeah. No, it's Jimmy 2 times. Get the papers. Get the papers. You're on the 40-ounce? Good. Good. I've been on that since I was 14. I'm not going to get drunk anymore, actually. That was really funny how I stumbled into that. But it's actually really easy now.
Yeah, my ex-husband used to like his 40s.
I don't like them. I just grew up on them. It was like the easy way. The cheap way, the easy way. And now, you know, like the Australians, I just go up to the servo, the bottle. It's just convenience. What kind are you smoking?
Me? It's the same thing. Like cherry chem.
I know, but I didn't know what it was called. I mean, if it had like a strain name or something like that.
Yeah,
so
they call it cherry
the
chem.
Shop Mary, they sent me this package for free. They sent me a rosin gram. They sent me a quarter, and they sent me a lighter. Cherry Chem. There you go. Yeah, the mushrooms. Here you go, man. Crack another beer. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm on the malt, Jack. You know what it is, Jack. It's so straight up, man. It's the elephant. Remember the 9% elephant that Uncle Tony had. You know, we don't have enough in Virginia, so I just drink 211 from the servo. I know, bro. Yeah, man. Last time you were live with me, you were like, "Yeah, I watched 30 of them." I doubt it, but that's cool. Thanks for saying so. Hey, Poppy Carl, how you doing, man?
All right.
Yeah, it won't hit you. You ate it yesterday. I told you that. It won't hit you. You just wasted your money.
Oh, I'm feeling it.
My wife's never had a paper hit of acid, and she'll have it tomorrow at 2. That's gonna be fun.
Acid never did much for me either.
It was the day before yesterday. Was whenever I took some.
It never did?
Mm-mm.
No, it won't hit you, man, because yesterday you took what? The same amount?
It was the day before yesterday.
So why are you giving those other chocolates to mother-in-law?
It's my cousin's mother-in-law. He just wanted to buy them for her birthday or some shit.
Mm. Oh, that's cool, Jack.
But those ones didn't come from my
So
dad.
how was yesterday? Yesterday I waited. I was up here waiting for you, and Grady had to come up and be a dick.
I didn't trip yesterday, dude. You keep on saying I did that like 2-3 days ago when I did it.
Where have I been for 2 days? Colonel Sanders? Oh yeah. Colonel Sanders. Hey, here you go. Jack, you saw Circus Mind. You remember Circus Mind? Well, Jack, he doesn't know how to do ones and twos, Jimmy, like I do, So he had to write he had to make it a progressive chord song. But here you go. Here's Colonel Sanders' newest song, Jimmy. I mean Jimmy's newest song, Jack. I apologize. Please indulge. I enjoy having Colonel Sanders on.
You're gonna need love on the double. He's a man, and he'll do anything he can for you. Mr. Love, won't you come save me?
And you hated them, Jack. And you hated them. It was so funny. I remember what you did. Because you're a bartender and you did dirty tricks on them. Like turn the cup flat down with all the ice in it and shit. I love you, Jack.
Under the wire to catch me when I fall. Love ain't gonna go acting funny. Love ain't gonna take all your money. Mr. Love, he saved me.
I love it, Jack.
Call him in, you
It's
will be
TikTok,
free.
bro.
Now
Yeah, it's about the lawyer, bro. I had to use them too. I had to use them too. All right. So, anyways, Jack, yeah, he just got a copy Telecaster, and I'm gonna get my daughter one too. So now he's just learning some licks on that telly, and it's really cool. Yes, Maru.
Sean said thank you all. I think that means he's leaving. I don't know.
I don't know either. How you doing, Sean? If you have to leave, have a good night, bro. I'll meet you in Park City. Right now it's Colonel Solo. Yeah, nobody. Yeah.
Enjoy,
Dude, Dan was like trying to redo stuff. Yes, Maru. Yes, sorry.
Oh, he said he's buzzed. I said enjoy, dude.
No, he plays everything, Jack. He plays everything. He's done a couple of songs where he like mimicked my bass, which was pretty cool. I could tell. But it's him, and then there's a guy called Spider who comes and plays a violin, sometimes fiddle, but that guy hasn't been around in a long time, and he's older, you know. So Jimmy, that's why he's picking up new instruments. He was like, "Oh shit, I don't have Spider. Um, I'm not gonna buy a mandolin." And so that's why he picked up a Telecaster, and he's just working on those Telecaster licks right now, which is pretty fucking cool.
So you actually play
daughter does what?
You actually play bass?
Jimmy plays drums. No, that's the weirdest thing, you know, because Jimmy is the solo artist, you know, but he's a drummer.
I'm asking you,
so,
Joe,
yeah,
do you play guitar?
I play them. Yes, I play bass. Yeah, play bass.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Oh, I'm okay. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. I haven't done it in a long time. I haven't played a bass. I haven't touched a bass in 4 years. I play my guitars, but just because you write on a guitar. Dan was the dude who was the leader. Yeah, he was the. Yeah. Shitty equipment. Yeah, I mean, Dan was a self-sabotage type dude, Jack. So, I mean, we had all kinds of equipment. Equipment came and went, you know. But he was a self-sabotage dude. A Harley Benton? I have a sound gear, bro. You know, I have one of those, what is it, Ibanez sound gears or whatever. That bass is perfect. Oh, dude, and it's got like, it's so satanic it's all black, but it's got like a pearl border. Woo! It's beautiful. Brum, brum, brum. But I haven't touched it just because I play guitar because that's what you write on.
I tried learning bass.
Yeah, I can teach you in like 3 days.
I was getting pretty good at it, but my ex-boyfriend took the guitar back.
Yeah. Man, I did a terrible thing tearing all the stickers off of Jack's guitar one day, being an asshole. And then this other, you know, girl who was giving us a guitar, we put stickers all over it to screw her up because she said he wanted it back. We were terrible people. It was the 90s. It was the 90s. Oh my God! Burpee became derpy!
Is that like the blanket excuse? It was the 90s?
Yes. Except for him because he's too young. What's going on? Burpee became derpy. What's going on, bro?
Yo, you ever watch Pokemon? Charizard becomes... Oh, no, wait. How does it go? Charmander becomes Charizard.
Charmander.
Yeah. Charmander
upgrades
became to
derpy, dog.
Yeah. Oh, you became derpy? Oh, who knows about Pichu and yeah, those are like the beloved Pokemon.
Pikachu.
Pichu and Norlander or some shit. Was it called Norlander?
Pikachu is Charmander. Charizard.
He just farted. He did. Oh.
Yeah,
when I was in Florida, you know how Florida, right? Florida, there's no sales tax, and then I was near Kissimmee, so it's all like tourist places, like the $4.99 T-shirt place. So I got this shirt that said Tokemon, and then it had like Hashmander and like Smokazard or whatever. I love buying those like shirts that make me look like I'm retarded when I'm walking around.
Yo, you don't need a shirt to make you look retarded, bro.
Oh.
I know, bro. I know. You fucking Chav. What's up, little brother? Now you're in my Facebook. Oh boy, you were drooling over my wife, you little fool, weren't you?
What I did?
Nothing. I'm just kidding, dude. No.
I don't think
I'm glad to see you.
I saw you added you. You added me and shit. And I saw a few of your pics.
Yeah, I did.
I think I liked one or two of them, right?
No, for real. No, for real, dude. No, because you were on Voorhees, right? And he doesn't let me chat in or whatever. But I watch, and so when you were talking to dude, who's an asshole, by the way. But anyways, when you were talking to dude and you were trying to get him hooked up, I was like, oh, now he's looking at his friend request. and then I sent it to you. I was being opportunist. I like you, you know.
You're cool, bro.
I know, bro.
So
He
At least
wants
you're
some
honest.
after.
At least you're honest. You're 100. You don't bullshit. So yes.
is Derpy
No.
one of the people in the chat?
No, I'm not chat.
Derpy is Roberto Linguini, Tony Baloney 420. He is Jennifer Bari's best friend, and he's actually shelving shelves. It's shelving shelves over there.
Correct. There's a few names you missed out there, though, bro.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
have so
some
many
of my
accounts.
best mods. I remember
Yo,
about
did you even
5.
mod
I
me?
don't
Or am I
care
even,
if you have that shit.
you
You're
didn't even
not
mod me?
blocked. None
I
of
know.
you
If
are
I was
blocked.
blocked,
I'll tell you that.
I wouldn't be able to join because so like 2-3 people blocked me right on StreamYards, bro. So if I tried to join like I did here, it says you are blocked. You have been blocked. So I can't really join on Scum TV. I can't join on Scum TV.
Ooh, yeah, but that would be
SKUM. Okay.
yeah.
Drewskis. I can't join on Drewskis, and I think
Oh God. Drewski calls me gay because he's gay. Drewski calls me gay because he's gay. That's the
Yeah, I
funniest
agree.
shit. He's like, that's
Calls
why
out
Shannon doesn't like you because you're gay.
the funny thing is that I think the guy's fucking retarded. I don't think he's gay. He's just
He's
retarded.
not.
All right, bro. Yo, I'm gonna join up on your channel. I'm gonna use a different name, right? So I can just chat.
Oh,
So
okay. That'll be fun. Thank you.
I'll just join. I'll
Yes,
just
I
use it.
appreciate it.
I have no choice. Voorhees is alive. This fucking retard. What is he doing?
I know. I know. Why does Voorhees have me blocked? He lets me come up on stream, but I can't chat.
No. I'll hang out here with you guys for a bit, yo. Fuck Voorhees and
His
shit right
name's
now.
Joe too, right? His name's Joe too, right?
I don't know. I don't know his real name and shit. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. I got.
Shells. What you did was messed up though when you were mad at him and you were talking about natives and you were talking about how like you don't even know one who has a car where you're at and and you blew up and shit. Remember, man, you're not the most revered minority in your area either. You know what I mean? So be careful with all that shit. Just tuck it back.
I don't know why you even had to bring that up.
Because I love you, man. Don't be like that. Don't be
All right,
like
yo,
that. You didn't really hate natives. You were just mad at him at that moment, see? And you said the wrong thing, Sheldon.
all right, yo, I'm in chat. Yo, it's all good,
I
yo.
see you.
Fuck. It's all good, bro. The guy's always fucking racist, Indian curry stain type shit, bro. What the fuck? And you're whining about one little shit?
He said that to you too? Yeah. Okay. Now we have to look at at Poppy Carl's face here because
Don't even start with the bullshit, man. I'm just fucking.
he doesn't know one. He says, I don't know the difference between Iraq and Iran. He doesn't know one engine from another. And so
No,
he's starting to melt down and he doesn't know
it's
the difference between engines and
starting to sound kind of ignorant, bro. And I don't really fuck for that
who?
shit, dog. If you gotta talk about something, you
I'm
gotta
not
at least have
being
some
ignorant. I'm
information.
telling you
Not
when
you,
he's getting
not you.
flustered.
Well, I
He's
didn't say
getting
shit.
flustered.
I didn't say shit.
No, somebody was just saying, oh, somebody's talking shit about this and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. So I'm like, oh, well, that's the definition of ignorance.
Yes,
Is that not?
ignorance is
Is that
not
not?
knowing. That's correct. Ignorance is not knowing. You're so right. You're so right.
But still,
Yo, Joe,
you guys make me, you
let me
guys
ask
bring out,
you a question.
sometimes people bring out the worst in me, yo. I don't want to bitch at people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
It's
you're a cool
YouTube.
guy, man. You got your own agenda.
And look at the poor girl
No,
Maru.
but
She's just like
look at
watching. She's like, oh my God, what is this, WWE? She's like, what
well,
did I
yeah.
step
I
into?
mean, it's all fake. It is fake. I mean, that's like that. But Poppy Carl is about to trip, Perpy. You ready to see?
Fuck.
I'm down. I'm down. Yo, I want to go trip out on Voorhees stream, dog, because that's where the action's at all the time. If you guys want to go, but everything is nice here. It's nice and calm.
But Shells, Voorhees, he's so mean to you. He says
He's actually
nobody
been
likes
pretty
you.
chill.
He
He's
says
been
they
pretty chill.
send him messages.
Yo,
Do you think he's telling the truth?
he sent me you messages about me.
No, he says to you every time you guys talk. Nobody likes you, Shells. They send you a
I know, I
message.
know.
Or chata. He talks a bunch of
It's
shit
all good.
about
It's all
you,
good. It's
bro.
all good. It's all good. It's all good, bro.
Okay, then go hang over there, man. Go
No,
hang
no, no.
over
I'll
there
hang
and
out
find
here.
out
I'll
how
hang out
good
here with you guys, bro. It's all good. It's all good. I'll join up. I'll let them get their little fucking drinks in, and then
I'm
we'll go
just
there.
saying he's not being nice to you, Shells. He's not being nice
I
to
know.
you,
I know.
please.
It's all good. It's all good. You told me before a few times too.
Man.
Don't ask if you
Yeah, it's
haven't.
People
funny.
like
The
getting
first time I
spanked.
was mad at you, it's because... Huh? I'm sorry. Please, Maru. Please, Maru. Ask Burpee Shells.
I said some people like getting spanked.
I've been told that before.
My little cat.
Females are like, yo, Shaman likes to get yelled at. He likes to get bitched at. I don't think that's the case, but I do like the drama at stuff. Like, come on, I'm sitting here in my room, like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah. He
You
looks
Bitch
need
at
at
people,
that
why
in
sevens
not?
all day
handling
on the
girls.
thing. Remember what I said, Shells? You look at sevens all day with their like booty pants or whatever. You look at sevens all day and you're like, oh, check this one out, yo. Hey, buddy, yo. Sevens all day, yo.
Wait,
Push
somebody
a
just
little
messaged me,
things
bro.
and make them feel it.
Went down. Oh, some dumb bitch. Not you,
Yeah.
not you.
Your audience.
No. I know. It's IndianDating.com. I mean, Fijian
Yeah.
dating.
Oh, jettinder.com.
Shit. Yo, I just met a Sarah up here. I was like, yeah. Because, my wife's over there. I only like Sarah, man. I'm not going with any white girls, man.
Wait, what do you mean,
Julius, we
Sarah? Yo,
don't.
you
This
got
is
you.
the fucking.
you
Hey,
what do you mean?
hey, Derpy.
You got
I mean, excuse me, Shells. Shells, let me talk to you serious for 1 second. Who's Julius?
Julius?
Julius, show your camera. You're just gonna porn
I
bomb
don't know
us, right?
Julius. I don't know who the fuck Julius
You
is.
know
I'm
Julius?
here, bro. My hands are right here.
Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. No, I know it's not you. I was asking if you knew, dude. Because
I don't
somebody's
think
trying to
so.
come up, but it's just gonna be porn bomb or something, You just
Possibly,
found
yeah,
my stream.
possibly.
That's cool. That's cool, Julius, but say hi with your camera, Say hi with your camera,
Yeah, don't do that, yo. That's
I didn't
sketchy,
even
yo.
mean to say porn. Oh, you turned your camera on? Come back up. Come back up. Come back up, yo.
Don't do it.
And
Don't do
also,
sketch.
like,
Don't do the sketchy shit.
hopefully you're like 30 or something, dude.
Who the fuck is Julius, dog? What up, G? Join up.
He
Don't
just
be gay.
found it. He's welcome up. He's welcome up. He's gonna be straight up, dude. He didn't have a fucking picture on,
Yo,
Come back
does
up. I'll
let
put the
Julius know.
joining link. I
I
apologize.
get that. I get his IP address and shit, dog. If he does something
There we
stupid.
go. Come up. Come up. Whatever. I'll just get banned for 2 weeks this time. It's not a big deal. Come back up, Julius. We'll let you in. Here we go. Oh, yo, we got Sean 420 right now. Yo, Sean, we be able to add you for the first time ever.
Yo, you guys caught me
Julius, you
farting and
said
shit?
you have your camera on, but you don't.
I don't care if he caught me farting and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, turn that shit on.
Oh, yeah.
Turn that shit on. Turn that shit on. Cut this shit on. The fuck is that, dog? I got niggas
Hey,
here
Is that
guys.
sleeping and
Scott?
shit.
Hey, guys. We'll have to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Hello Tushy Fume. It's time for some royalty-free beats. Welcome to YouTube. What the fuck was this shit?
Yo, I got people here sleeping and shit, dog. What the fuck was that, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
That shit fucking
Problem is, he was
funny,
using
man.
the old
Imagine if
modem, man.
somebody comes in and is like, yo, well, fuck, you woke me the fuck up. I'm coming after that
Oh,
motherfucker,
by the
dog.
way, yeah.
I'm gonna get his IP address and shit.
Here's okay, Shells. I got it for you, man. If you get on national TV, right, and you get your little comedy spot with Johnny Carson or whatever, and you can do 3 minutes, do one for the school. I mean, for the home audience, right, and just be like this. Just be like, "Hey, audience, shut up. Alexa, set
Yo,
alarm.
why is this guy saying I won't find your
2:45
IP, dog?
a.m.
Who's this guy? I'll find the IP right now.
Alexa, volume up." No, we're just trying to. He wants to find your IP. Oh, you're starting to fight, Shelves. Shelves. Don't burn your fucking phone. We just have trolls. It's good. We like trolls. They have eyes.
I don't think that was like a trolling thing.
Yeah, I know.
Why
It
does
was
that
like
always happen
a.
when I'm around, bro? Is it just me? Is it me that like? Yeah. No, don't worry about it, buddy.
If
He
he
lives
had a
in
hard time
Canada. Who?
connecting, it could just be that.
This guy he lives in Ontario. I already know.
It's not.
Ontario.
I mean, he could still
See
be
what
on
he said?
dial-up. You won't know.
No. Shelves is also in Canada, by the way. You know, it's not. That's not what it is.
BC, no way. Oh shit, yo. Pull up, dog.
Yeah. See, that's not. You're not being nice, man. I mean, unless you want to like go on a date with him or something. You're not being nice, bro.
Trying to start fights or what?
Yo, I live right in this guy's hood. Oh shit.
Fuck that guy, Shells. You know what I mean? Like, as much as we fight, you know, I know why. You know, and by the way, you're fine. You're gonna grow up, little brother. See now, Evan Productions with your logo. You look very sinister. Where's your face, Evan?
He's probably a kid,
Oh, is
yo.
it ETK? It's Julius again. It's
Ethan.
Julius. Do you
Yo,
know
bro.
Julius?
No.
Yeah. I fucking hate Saturdays. That's why I never go on
I
Saturdays.
don't
I
think
mean,
I
I know
shared.
it's running into Monday now,
I've never
but
shared.
when
I'm gonna
it's
subs
fucking Saturday, I always hate kids.
Julius.
I know it's running into Monday.
Nah, bro. I don't know no motherfucking Julius, but I did subscribe to your channel. Sorry, that's why they call me Burpee, but today's Derpy. What the fuck?
Oops.
Yeah. So, huh? No more shit talking, guys. Like, what the fuck? If you're gonna shit talk, go on Borges' channel. Hey, buddy.
No, he changed his name already. You know what I mean? Like that just shows you. I mean, I'm not about that. You know that.
I don't think he's from BC, to be honest, yo.
Yeah.
Let buddy come up on
Yeah.
here.
Right.
Tell me more
What
about
does
BC.
he know about BC, man? Does he know that you guys got your Narcan plants? Like they just grow on trees and like what does he know
Yeah,
about
dog.
BC?
Yo, they're like hanging on
Like
fucking
a class for
doorknobs
a
and
bunch
shit,
of
bro.
puppies.
Hanging on doorknobs, fucking light posts and shit. It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing, yo. Because there's so many fucking junkies out here. I don't want to say junkies, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Jack, but Jack, it's just YouTube stuff, man. You have to understand. It's not really bullshit. It's like it is what it is.
You
Yeah. So you actually have like Narcan that's planted all around so that you can try to help save somebody. And your cops are a bunch of pussies. They're not like fucking California cops, you know. You guys are a bunch of sissies. They're scared of the homeless and whatever, you know.
How about the cops out there? What, they actually help?
Over here? Nah, they don't do anything. Over here, they don't have to do anything though. Now, you know,
Over here,
we have a bunch of We
Yeah,
have
they don't care, but they don't care about the junkies over here.
Everybody who lives here is the government staff, Arab prince. You know, like the cops don't have to worry about shit anymore. Like for real,
That's
it's all
kind of fucked.
politics.
All they gotta worry about is the black people trying to fuck them over, or not even trying to fuck them over, but they're all like,
No, not even trying to. No, you're right. They target them. You're right. They target them, and we live in one of the few black neighborhoods over here. So you're correct. Yes, they target them. But at the same time, guess what? They don't do anything illegal anymore now that weed's legal and shit, except for vagrancy and shit. And the cops around here don't bust for vagrancy, and they don't want to bust for weed. You know what I'm saying? So they leave them all
yeah,
alone.
it's not worth the paperwork. They don't want to do paperwork.
Nah, man, we're just stirring up. It's porn, Jack. Corn, because you can't say that on YouTube. It's corn, so we have to make drama. Like, dude is bothering us, and he's changing his name so quick, and everybody's like, "Hey, they did that to me last week," and everybody has a good time, and they're like, everybody say, "Oh, cops do nothing all
Cops are
day."
lazy as fuck, yo. Yo! I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Joe G put on a fucking suit, like a cop suit, and people are like, "Yo, this guy's the sheriff of the town."
They think I'm a narc, and that's kind of
No.
funny because
If you put
I
on a suit,
know
looking how you do right now, if you put on a cop suit, they'd be like, "Yo, this guy's the sheriff." People would believe it. That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, you're not in the greatest shape, right? That's what I'm saying.
that's the best. Yeah, of course. A
Anybody can
fucking
pull off a
lazy ass cop
cop.
who does nothing all day. Yeah.
I'm not. That's not an insult in any way.
I know,
I can
Shell.
completely see it. Like, I could see it on a big screen. Joe G is the sheriff.
Yo, Maru could be a fucking sheriff, bro. I don't think I could be a sheriff, but
Maru
With those
is like,
they're like, "Yo, this guy's straight up undercover."
Maru,
Hey, maybe I could pull off an undercover.
off, right? You gotta get a sawed off. And here you go, Jack. With your call.
I might be asking you to leave, bro.
Yo, see you later, Shell. No problem, mate. I gotta play this with Jack, Maru. I'm gonna say goodnight, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, Sean. Sean, did somebody take your name or was that you? Was that you? No, I'm not out because you gotta listen to cops, Jack. Embarrassing bass solo, an embarrassing bass solo by Jimmy James. Embarrassed. Yo, the strength of bad decisions in parking lots. Let's go.
Can't believe we lost again. Give back up to the men. All because of questions about the black water and ghetto house. The student one exchange. The team are always protected. They just fucking cover it. What's the use? We're never gonna win. Save birthday. How come 40 points Russian, 60 points for them, and 20 points for us? Teammates, I got suggestions. Answer the fucking question. End of our going. Indiana's an end category. Save birthday.
Yeah, we were together for 2 weeks. We were together for, or I was in for 2 weeks. Excuse me. And it wasn't a 4-track. It was just a 2-track. It was like Mystic, where they did it on the quarter-inch reel-to-reel. It was just a quarter-inch reel-to-reel stereo with a splitter. Here you go, Jack. Oh, fuck you, Jack. I've done wonderful bass solos, even in the slap battles, dude. I can fucking do that shit.
I'm fucking good. That's my shit. And the recruiters. Let's go.
Very fast. Yo, happy Father's Day, man.
You too, dude. You too. You have more than me.
They're just dicks with badges, Jack. They're just dicks with badges. Yeah, we were in Will's place.
You know,
and
man.
Will let me use his fucking guitar amp forever. Remember, I never had a guitar amp in the radio show.
You always made it work, though.
Nice dude.
You know, man, these lyrics were childish, but I stand behind them.
Right on, right on. Yeah, you were very clear with me.
I was never a fan of the law enforcement.
Yeah. But you've never
I wasn't gonna jump on because you sent me the link earlier, but like I've been entertained the whole time, and I just I got another freshie here.
I love that, dude. I love that because the best thing was, you didn't have time for it. But happy Father's Day, man. You didn't have time for it, but it's okay, man.
No, well, I did. I mean,
and like I said, you better send me one of those records before you run out.
It's literally on the way to you. I sent you a screenshot of the confirmation.
Cool.
You should have a download code already.
Yeah, but I don't do that kind of thing that much, right? Unless it's something like that 1995, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, shit, man. Damn, what was I thinking? Oh, yeah.
We were playing up in New York last weekend.
I actually sent Dave a mastering link so that even next time that you guys do records, it's even going to be cheaper. And I told him, because I already talked to UPR and stuff, that or URP, I mean United Record Pressing or whatever. They already use this guy, and you can save even more. So, like I said, I've been doing the math and all.
Yeah, it was funny. So we're up in he has a couple beers when we're up in New York. He's like, hey, I saw that you were like talking to Joe and you like talk shit about the band. I was like, I didn't talk shit about the band. He was like, you said the R word sucked. And I was like, Dave, I get what you're saying.
Dude,
Keep it in. I
we
was like,
did.
I get.
No, like, dude,
I was
we
like, Dave,
did. Like,
yeah, but
Bud
I was
was
like,
talking to me. He was like, "Oh, the rejects." I was like, "We were terrible." Dude.
who was?
Bud, the bartender, dude.
Oh, yeah, we were, yeah. But so it was
Alec
funny.
Bud, Alec
But
Bud.
Dave was like, he was like, you like talk shit about the band. And I was like, I didn't talk shit, dude. I just said the artwork wasn't good and you guys didn't understand reamping. And he was like, keep it in house. I was like, well, yeah, I get that. I was like, but you also got to understand facts are not insults, dude. Like if someone asks me a question or I'm talking about something, it's gonna be an honest response. You know, like it is what it is. You know.
Well, good for you, man. No, I thought you were talking the R word as the reject. I was like,
No,
oh,
no,
Alec Bud asked me about the R word, and thought they were good, and I was
no. I mean, like
like,
we weren't good, but we were fast and we had fun. I think we put an entertaining show on for people.
oh
People seem
yeah,
to dig it.
we had great times, but it was more about, I think, basically more about getting our job done and hanging with the crowd and doing our thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, were we virtuosos? Absolutely not. But we had fun.
Fuck no, yeah, fuck no. I
We had some fun.
remember, as you always said, our best song was well, it was written by C.C. DeVille, so yeah,
Did he write that?
I guess that was
Whatever.
our
We had
best
fun, dude.
song.
We were also like we cared more about getting drunk in the alley before we.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, I've always had a fucking, well, whatever, like everybody, whoever is defiant and against authority, it's fun to be like totally illegal and totally public. It's like real
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. We didn't.
What's up, Puppy Carl?
There was no
Where
punches
did
that were
you drop
pulled
off, man?
for certain.
We all got high.
That was actually. I got a message from Brian Goon today.
Oh, really? I sent him a
Yeah.
message, and it was funny because I sent him a message about something else, but he was like, "And by the way, Happy Father's Day," and I was like, "Oh yeah, duh." And
So I got
then,
the.
like in
I
my
probably got the
mind, I
message
really
2 minutes
went
after you did.
through. What's that? Oh, really? After me? Yeah. I was just like, "Happy Father's Day to you," but I was thinking in my head, I was like, I don't know a lot of fathers. I actually don't, like peers.
I know a few. But I reached out to all of them today. Wish them happy Father's Day. Hey, by the way, I appreciate the text, man. That was very nice of you. But yeah, I got one from Brian like 2 minutes after I got one from you. So you must have texted him like right before and he thought about it or something. But
Oh
I'll
no,
never
I
forget.
texted him early morning. Early morning.
I got
'Cause it was like,
hammered one night and I laid into him about the 22s.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that
My
band.
my favorite thing is that the Magnums is a bigger gun. That's funny. A 22 is a little shit little gun. It like goes by your head. A fucking Magnum puts a big ass hole in you. I
It
like how
sure
you
does.
guys up the dick, on him. He has a 2.2 inch,
It
and you guys
was
up the dick.
it was kind of mean though. I was like, oh yeah. I was like the 22s. I was like, that was like the rejects, except you put some bullshit fucking fake ass go-go in there. It was like the only difference
Woo!
was you had Jimmy sing all the songs and you played guitar, and I'm way better than you are. It was such a dick thing to say, but facts are not insults.
Damn it. Damn it. All right, Jack. I
I love that
gotta
guy.
go piss, man. I never do this on my live. I never admit to it anyway, but I'll be right back, man.
Well, put a jam on or something, dude.
I can't now. I mean, I have to turn it back on. It's in the range. Just talk,
All
man.
right, don't
Just
worry
talk.
about it.
Tell us about look. Tell us about the release. It just dropped. Tell us about your band. You've
Oh,
been
I hate
playing
doing
around.
that.
You're gonna do the huge shows. Like, talk about that shit.
We got no huge shows, but we were up in New York over this past weekend. We played in Kingston, which was kind of a cool little town in Hudson Valley on Saturday, and it was a good show. We played with that old school hardcore band, the FUs from Boston. and they were good. And then we played that Punk Island show in the city on Sunday, and that was a weird show. It was cool, but it was weird. But then I just hung out in the city for a couple days after that. Ate some really good food. Went to the zoo. Got the best pastrami sandwich I've ever had in my life. So that was the highlight. Was the fucking killer pastrami sandwich. But the shows were cool. I bought a new pedal and it failed me, but fortunately I have 2 backups on my right at my disposal, so it wasn't a big deal. But I am that pedal's going back. $200 and it didn't work. So, it is what it is. But, that's why you have a contingency plan, man. I just had to unplug one cable and move one thing over, and it worked just fine. And I will say we had the sound guys at both shows gave much more of a shit than sound people do around here. They fucking, they were cool. They talked to us, throughout the set, made sure it was good. And I bought them both beers because you appreciate that. Those you got to take care of the people that take care of you.
Oh yeah, I don't know because I wasn't here, but throwing something to the sound man or something. Yeah,
dude, bands that treat the sound guy like shit, that's a terrible move. That guy controls your whole fucking set. So.
Well, remember, I still have it right there, but as beat up as my Univox was, I just went to the Black Cat early, and I talked to the sound guy, and he thought I was weird, and whatever. But after a while, he went and opened my guitar up. Remember, he soldered it back up before you guys showed up. He pulled out his soldering iron and fixed it all up for me and shit.
Remember when we played with the Queers and Jimmy did not plug his head into his cabinet?
No.
Yeah, he didn't plug the head to the cabinet and didn't even notice till we had to down tune for the last song. He's like, I can't hear myself. And the sound guy had a direct and just threw him through the mains the whole time, so it was not even an issue.
Right. Yeah, because they use the indestructible World War II D2 boxes, and they have them on 2 outputs.
Yeah, you could run it. You could run that shit over with a car, and it's still gonna work.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, that motherfucker didn't plug his head into his cabinet.
And one of us carried his cabinet because I know he didn't. And I was always like, just put some wheels on it, stupid. Just put some wheels on it. God damn.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time I told a story about how much of a dick that guy is, I'd have a shitload of nickels.
Yeah.
But you know what, man? I'm not about being negative.
And neither am I. I just think that's why
you do have a record on the way. It's said that you'll get it by July 10th, but I'll see Dave at practice on Tuesday, and I'll be like, dude, mail that shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you should have it by the end of the week. And it's weird. It's a 33 RPM 12-inch. Or it's a 45 RPM 12-inch. Yeah, it's a 45 RPM 12-inch.
Yep. I noticed that because the Nervous Impulse was the same thing, and then he reused the end. I think it was Napalm Death who did that before, but he reused it, and so it has like a sort of photoscopic effect too when it's at 45.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before, but apparently, if the music is under 30 minutes or something, you can do that, and it's supposed to sound better. I'm trusting
it does sound always. It's about okay, you use more space in a shorter amount of time when you go by 45, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the sound is better because you have more real estate to lay the sound. You use more space in a shorter amount of time, so it's always better to 45 is going to replay better, and
That's cool.
33 if you want to do a 12-inch, the one thing you have to consider is don't push it over like 22 minutes aside, because what they'll do is make the groove closer together and you'll again lose real estate, so the quality will go down.
or not like shit, but it doesn't. You lose a little bit of
It
quality.
degrades. It degrades. Yeah, it degrades. Yeah,
I'm
man.
just happy to have, after all these years, to finally have a full length out. Like I've been on like some comps and some splits and all that, but I've never had a full length record of my own out.
That's for real. Yeah, that's important, man.
After
Yeah.
all these years, after 30-some
Right.
years, finally happened. And I was retired, and I got dragged back in, and it worked out for the best.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I love that, man. That's cool.
You never know, right? You
So
never
I
know
just
what.
opened up a really cheap Ibanez, a Geo. You know, they're like 175. I probably never paid more than 150 for a Ibanez Geo. But I opened that up after my Epiphones that I play all the time, and you know my
Mhm.
Epiphones are all clunky. It's like a Les Paul Mini and an Epiphone SG. You know, they're all clunky. I pull out this piece of Japanese machinery. I'm like, oh my god, it's just mathematics. I can see. You know,
Ibanez
it's
makes
so
really
much.
good
You
guitars.
know, like,
They make
it's a
really good
fucking,
guitars.
it's a fucking good guitar.
That one you had
It's
back in the day
crazy.
that got stolen from Mike's
It's the
truck,
best.
the one with the fucking
It was the
coil
best.
taps, and like that
It had
guitar was so nice.
it was the ska pullout.
Yeah,
When you pull out the tone knob, it goes with the ska setting. Clink, 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 clink.
but that wasn't even like That wasn't even like a crazy expensive guitar. That was like
No, it was
Ibanez
like
just makes.
225.
They make
Well, it was
really good shit.
discontinued, so it was 225 to me. It probably listed at 700, but yeah, it got stolen out of Mike's truck because he didn't lock it. Anyway, my father's home insurance got me money for it, but I got this other clunky Epiphone, and it
The hockey
sucked.
stick.
Huh?
Yeah, it was the hockey stick that had the hockey stick
It was
headstock
the
on
one.
it.
Yeah, it was the one that was like it was like a
It was like a
Strat
Strat with a
body,
humbucker, right?
but the fucking neck was just ridiculous, like a fucking like stroking Gumby, dude. Like it did have a bit of an end to it, but it was all fat. But another dude who was at my house, right? He took like the pickups out of it, and he took the broken pieces of it, and he made some like electronic thing that hooked up to a stereo, and now he's an electronic artist. You know, like he
No
makes
shit.
music with like using his turntable and getting the wow and flutter to like reverberate and all that kind of shit.
Wow,
I'd
man,
like somebody to
that's
that
some
piece of shit.
ingenuity.
Yeah.
That's some
So
ingenuity,
it
man. I wouldn't even think to do something like that.
Yeah. Just keep doing drugs, man. Keep doing drugs.
Was that how it? He was like, "Oh shit, let me try this." He was like, "Can I get a snorkel and avocado?"
Yo, when I went and I saw the goons, I caught up with Evan, and Evan was telling me about John, and John had like hurt his hand or something, couldn't play guitar, so he started getting turntables, and he started getting more turntables. So now with him and the samplers, he's got a bunch of turntables and he's making crazy music. So
I hope this
John
guy's
Gold's
doing
making
well.
crazy music with maximum turntables and fucking samplers and shit.
Yeah, man. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that guy in a long time. He was always super nice. He let us practice his house even after he quit the band.
Yeah, he was awesome for that. Yeah.
He was always weird about like he didn't like playing in front of people or something.
That's what happened. Yeah, when you saw us when we went, well, it was St. Anselm's. St.
Yeah.
Anselm's, I guess, was the last, uh, what is it? Well, Tranquilizer show. And yeah, he was so nervous that he just drank this like water bottle of vodka, and like he broke his pedal, and that's why Jimmy did the no pedal in those first two songs or whatever the fuck.
Man, I'm gonna grab a fresh beer.
But it was
I
so
got
cool because you invited us, and I guess it was a battle of bands or whatever. It's not like the Tranquilizers thought we were gonna win, but we sold a bunch of tapes shaking people down with the $2 game. because I sold tapes for $4. But yeah, Poppy, it's here, man. Come on up. Come on up, man. Are you sweating? Are you sweating? Can you breathe?
I have no idea how the
Poppy's
Rejects won
on
the
some
Battle of the
research
Bands.
chemicals, man.
And
Yeah,
I
it
thought I
was a
was gonna
battle
get.
of bands. We didn't think we were going to get in, but you know, yeah, that's
I
the
thought I
old
was gonna get
time.
kicked out of school for that too, because I said fuck a whole bunch of times.
Yeah. When Jimmy and I were in like the new metal band, right? We got this gig up here in like with the family that runs this area up the street from us, right? And so even Gainesville is a historically black place, right? And the place up the road they run, and we were playing in their place, and this little like emo band was supposed to play first, and they told them to turn down and shut up and stuff. And then we played, and like, dude was like screaming motherfucker fuck and everything. And then like emo dude like gets back on stage and starts crying. And he's like throwing himself to the floor and talking to the manager. You let them do that. You told us to shut up. You told us to turn down. Oh my god, dude. Oh my
That
god. It
must have
was so
been
funny.
really awkward to witness.
It was. I was so bad. I couldn't even play that night. I was stoned as fuck. And then we just went to this bar, and oh my god, bad things happened. But it was really funny to watch that dude break down because he was crying, dude. Because like people liked him in college, they didn't like him in the real world, you know. What's up, Poppy Carl? Oh, take your hat off. Oh shit, I'm gonna kick you out because you're not there. He's not there.
Was that the dude that ate the candy bar mushrooms or whatever?
Yep.
Oh, they kicked in.
I ate one of those. It didn't do shit, and I got my money back too. But he sent me real ones in the mail. I mean, I split them up with my wife. It was probably like 4 grams each, and yeah, they were real. And he was
Dude,
nice enough to do it, but I think he just froze.
the funniest one of the funniest shows, and you know, man, I'm just gonna tell the story here. Sean VPR will never see this, but we were playing
No, he
this like
won't.
we were playing like this all day like punk hardcore metal festival thing in Baltimore at the soundstage. We had to play at like 7. We were like the 12th of 20 bands or something.
Right.
And at one point, like John and I walked out front to smoke a cigarette, and we see him like he's so drunk, we see him like thrown up in the bushes. He like could barely stand. So we said to the sound guy, I think we gave the sound guy, I don't know how much money we gave him. We gave him some money. We're like, only put his vocals in the monitor right in front of him, and put the bass player's vocals in the front of the house. So Sean has no idea. He was so fucked up. John sang the whole set. And Sean had no idea.
Dude, that's fucked up.
I mean, like, if we had put him through the mains, it would have been real fucked up.
Yeah.
It was not what you would call good.
I have these old VHS tapes. It's called like the Black Sabbath Story. And in the Black Sabbath Story Volume 2, they show this clip of them on stage. I guess it's around like Sabbath Bloody Sabbath or whatever. Well, Ozzy's supposed to be playing like a harmonica or whatever, and he's not. But he's got the microphone up to his mouth, and so they're showing him play the show, but then they tell the story. He doesn't have the harmonica, and he's got the mic up to his mouth, and he's going like.
Dude, I read some shit.
And so one of them had to take a mirror and show him.
I read some shit, and I don't even understand how this
Can
is
you imagine what
possible.
that sounds like in the house?
Oh yeah, it was like a fart. It was like just a constant fart going over and over again. Dude, it showed up in like my Facebook, whatever. So I like clicked on it, and it was, I guess, the Van Halen on their first album. They opened for Black Sabbath, and I guess they just destroyed Black Sabbath every night. But there was a night where where Ozzy and fucking David Lee Roth are like, we're getting after it.
Right.
David Lee Roth can apparently do more cocaine than any human being on the planet because Ozzy tapped out. Ozzy tapped out and canceled the show the next day. And Diamond Dave was like, let's go. I'm ready to. How much fucking cocaine do you have to do to get Ozzy Osbourne to tap out?
And he's fucking healthy right now, bro.
Diamond Dave?
Yeah.
He just played in Maryland. Like unexpectedly played in Maryland.
Yeah. Diamond Dave's healthy, dude. I don't know what's up with fucking Sammy Hagar either. I don't know, man.
Who cares about Sammy Hagar?
Well, I'm not saying it's cool, but I mean, like, what the fuck is his genetics or whatever? Like,
no. Sammy Hagar was doing like a Van Halen tour,
right? You know, but what the fuck, dude? How old is that dude? 89 years old or something, dude? What the fuck?
I literally think Sammy's pushing 80. I think he's like 78 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he started out in like 72 or something.
He was in Montrose. That's the earliest thing I have, right?
In like 72, 73.
Yeah, that was like 72, yeah.
So that was like 53 years ago. So at the absolute youngest that guy could be is like
15 units of alcohol a night. That entire time, by the way.
Does he? Does Sammy get banged up like
15.
that?
Every night. 15 units of alcohol every night. The whole time. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is his genetics, bro?
Apparently good. Apparently they're good.
No cancer, man, and on tour.
No, he's got them Keith Richards genes or something. Like that guy looked like he was 90 when he was 40, but he still looks like he's 90.
Right.
He doesn't even need a low E string.
Hey, when Gene Hackman passed away, you know, it's like, well, was he 125? You know, because he's never been young. I've never seen a young Gene Hackman. I don't know about you.
No. No. Like, even if you watch movies from the 70s, he looked old as shit. That was like 50 years ago.
Right.
Damn. That is food for thought. Gene Hackman never. Someone told me the other day when they you remember Evan's wife was like the cousin of the Karate Kid.
Yeah. She's
That motherfucker is like 66 years old now.
I know.
But he looks like
he's finally starting to crack. It took.
Yeah, but he looks like our age.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I guess when
he was about 44 years old or something. Yeah.
When the first Karate Kid came out, the Miyagi dude was like 47 or something. He looked like he was 70.
Yeah, and he looked 74. Yeah, right. Yeah, and he looked 74. Yeah, he was the opposite.
Ralph Macchio got them good genes, dude. He's literally
so
like.
Stephanie does too. You know, Stephanie was. I think she said cousins or second cousin or something.
Yeah. That's funny, man. So you still talk
Evan and I, we called him Lightning Boy because of the crossroads. We're like, oh, your cousins with Lightning Boy.
But you still talk to Evan.
Because the Crossroads movie.
Oh yeah, the Crossroads. Or him and Steve Vai had the guitar battle.
Yeah, no, back then when they were dating, when he was dating Stephanie back then, and we're like, oh, your cousins with Lightning Boy. Because of the Crossroads movie, that's all.
But you still talk to Evan.
I mean, I sent him a happy Father's Day today. I talked to him last summer. It's been a year.
I'll message him every now and then when because he's been building those guitars, and they look cool. And I'll be like, dude, that's kind of awesome. I guess he built one from some tree that got hit by lightning in his buddy's like backyard or something. And I was like, that's fucking kind of awesome, dude. Like,
yep.
Like, good for you.
Yeah, on my mother's side, man. Her my grandfather and all that, they made basses and bass family things like violas out of trees. So my daughter and I, we just went to her school thing because she's going into middle school, and she had to choose band or strings. She goes in there, she chooses viola, she signs up, we leave, and then she tells me she wants to play the flute. You know, and I'm like, what? Like, we just went through all that, and and she was doing that because I'm a bass guy. That's what she signed up for the viola for me, and then
But you're a
I
guitar guy.
got it out of her.
You're a guitar guy first, right?
Bass guy first.
Bass guy, but I know you like to write on guitar because we're here to write on bass.
Yeah, what are you gonna write on bass? Like
I know,
bass is. I mean, I like bass because I am an accompanist. I like to make whatever the song is more flavorful. So I like to learn the song. I don't care about the song. I don't even when I wrote it. I don't even think I wrote it. I just think it's a song because it makes sense. So the best job is to play bass because you work with like how do you beat that around? How do you beat it around? Nah, when you had me in as a second guitarist for more power, as you said, I mean, I'm
I didn't know
faking it.
you.
I'm just
Well, see,
doing
back
a
then I didn't know
tryout.
you played bass until later on. I found out you played bass because I knew you'd played guitar in the
Cindy
Tranquilizers.
Lou, Cindy Lou, or what?
No. But I knew you
No, in
played guitar in the
Tranquilizers, I play
Tranquilizers.
guitar too.
But yeah,
Tranquilizers, I play guitar
But so you would consider
because
yourself
that was me writing riffs. Like I said, that was my writing phase. I write on guitar because it has more options.
But
So yeah,
I was.
Tranquilizers were a writing phase.
But
We
you would
made
consider
that
yourself
tape.
a bass player first, is what you're saying,
I'm a bass player first and an
and then
organ player.
a guitar player
And
secondary.
a guitar player when I write.
Like,
Tranquilizers was just a matter of timing. I wrote all these riffs. John liked them, but they weren't like formed. And we recorded that tape in like 2 days. And then we were like, the band has to be whatever that was. So we had to learn our own shit. So when Evan sends it to me now, it's like the whole session. And it's confusing to me because I remember the tape that he cut, the edited version. So like the full session is confusing to me because it was just a weekend where Evan was there. Who played the drums? Oh,
John.
I never even met Jason. Jason, I never even
Oh,
met him
Jason.
before.
Oh, yeah, that guy. We had him
Yeah.
fill in for the Rejects for one
We had
show, and
him
that was
play,
it.
yeah, in the Rejects, yeah, when Emra was out, right?
Yeah, when he was in Turkey. And that guy
For
failed us
French
miserably.
school.
That guy failed us miserably.
Emra.
No, Jason. When he filled in for us, he failed us miserably.
Dude, I don't even know. What did he do? Yeah, he probably did. Yeah,
He couldn't find his hi-hat. It was like
he
sitting.
spent
It
all
was
our
like
tape
sitting
money.
under a jacket next to the drum stool or something. That guy got
He
so
spent all
fucking
our tape
nervous.
money on fucking McChickens for a year. Like literally, like he spent all of the money that we made off the Tranquilizers tape over a year on McChicken because we sold a lot. We sold a lot with
Dude,
Evan's
I'm not
fucking
even
hustle.
kidding you. Like before you joined the band and we recorded that stupid Rejects tape, we did 3 pressings of it. We sold like 300 of those fucking things.
Right.
I don't know
have
how.
because you were playing shows and people wanted to support you. That's all.
Yeah,
They just wanted to support you.
I
It's
guess a
like
lot of
that.
people
That's what
did.
it came to in the. At some point, I saw that. I saw a lot of bands that were friends of mine. They made really nice, like swirl 7 inches, and they sold them on tour. But the thing is, they sold them to people who were never going to play them. Never. They were just people that were like, "Oh, I see you're on the road. I like you. I want to support you. Here's $5." Nobody was going to play their record. That's weird. You know what I mean? Like that's weird. Because you don't
Yeah,
make records or tools for people not to listen to them,
no, that's the whole the whole thing is listening to them. I don't know. When I buy a record, I listen to it.
I have many that are still sealed and stuff, but that's just time. I don't have enough time.
I just bought a new record player recently, and my buddy was giving me shit because it's one of those suitcase record players. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Dude, I Bluetooth it to the good speakers. He's like, it's not analog anymore. It fucking sounds good. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. No. No,
Like
it's
my ear's
awesome,
not
man.
my ear's not trained enough to.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's pretty good,
You
dude.
were in the car, man. That's right, man. You were a treble guy in the car. There was too much trouble in there, bro.
In the car?
You wanted to hear the sharpness of the melody. So there was too much trouble in the car. I remember those days.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I was never really there when we fucking mixed.
No. I mean, like your car stereo when you were driving around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to call you out. Even in the Miata.
The Miata I'd borrow the Miata every now and then, but it was mostly the Subaru. But yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, man,
But
my
you wanted
aunt,
to hear
that was her Miata. She just passed away.
Oh, she did, AC?
Yeah, I think my other aunt murdered her, but that's a story for not on here.
Are you freaking kidding me, Jack? What the fuck?
I'm not kidding
dude?
you. That's a story for not on
How
here.
How does your other aunt even have access? Are UT and AC, they weren't together?
No, they broke up fucking 20-some years ago.
Damn it.
Yeah. I still see UT though every now and then. He lives like half a mile away from me.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, I know why people break up, right? I got this picture of Sonny and Cher, and I look at that all the time.
There's a
And
lot
it
of
was
reasons
when
why
they were
people break
fucking
up.
happy. It was when they were happy. And I know why people break up, but you know what, man? You know, you need somebody there, man. You know? Oh, man. Why do you think about...
UT and AC put up with a bunch of our bullshit back in the day. Like a whole shitload of my bullshit, but they always supported the band, which was weird. They always, you know, they were always like, I mean, they showed up to a couple of our shows.
I don't think it was weird that they supported you, man. I think, you know, that's the reason they brought you is because, you know, you had your worth, you know. You weren't very comfortable in Johnstown, I guess, right?
No.
And I guess probably Uncle Tony, right? He probably saw that from his own lifestyle. But why do you think that your aunt was killed by the other aunt, man?
You know, man, no one in my family will see this, so I'll talk about it here with you.
No, they won't. They won't.
So she had, I didn't know. So the other aunt, Nadine, that moved down from Boston, lived. So my Cindy lived in Berryville, and Nadine, the oldest sister of my mom's side, whatever, moved to Winchester when she retired. And she had some issue with her house, so she lived with my aunt for like a year. And it's weird. Nadine is like supposedly super Christian and in AA and all this shit. And then like randomly she tells my mom that like she's like, oh, Cindy's like a raging alcoholic and can't like whatever, which was true. She spiraled very badly.
Oh, she did, yeah.
Yeah, but so if you're like a super Christian and you're in AA or whatever, you would that and you live 15 minutes away from someone, that should be like I'm gonna help your sister, you know? So it was my uncle flew in from Texas and they did like an intervention and they were trying to help my aunt. Her house was real fucked up. My mom and my stepdad were coming down like once a month to help take care of that. And they hadn't heard from her in a while. So they were like
not condemned, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. But this is like a fucking $1 million house, which is the weirder part. But
no, it's not weird, dude. It's not weird. You don't appreciate what you already fucking have. Money people are, like, you know, the most nuts fucking bums ever. You know, money people can be. You don't appreciate what you already fucking have.
So, like my aunt Nadine, who is I think she's 3 years older than my mom, so she would have been like 5 years older than AC. Starts this whole thing. So, but the only people that try to help are her youngest brother Dave, and my mom and Andy, my stepdad, keep coming down to like help shit. And then they hadn't heard from her in a few days. Like no calls were returned, and my mom got a bad feeling, so they came down. So Andy, they knew in the garage there was a key to the house, so he goes in the garage. Whatever they found her like next to her bed with her neck broken, and they weren't sure like if she had a heart attack or if she had like DTs because she had stopped drinking or something. But she fell in, or they don't know if she died first. They hit the wall and broke her neck or whatever, or
Right.
But so my aunt Nadine, and this is weird. They couldn't find a copy of her will, and the lawyer that she wrote her will with had passed away. So my aunt Nadine randomly has a copy of her will that says everything is left to her. And like when you write a will, it's very odd. Like, why would you leave everything to someone that's older than you?
Dude, okay, wait
and
a
then
minute.
they were
So
waiting
the
on.
lawyer passed away. That means this is like that's that kind of lawyer that says, "I have your will. I'm keeping it in a safety deposit box or whatever, or in a file or whatever."
So
That's that kind of
that's
lawyer.
yes. So that's weird. But then, so my other aunt Nadine, the oldest of the siblings, supposedly has a copy of the will that says she leaves everything to her, which is weird. No one in their will leaves. If she was going to leave it all to one sibling, it would have been to my uncle Dave, who was like 10 years younger than her.
If it said if a will says they were leaving it to one sibling, they would say something also negatory, like and that does not include, and for whatever they would have to put that shit in there too.
But so
It
here's
doesn't
the
include.
reason that I think my older aunt murdered my younger
Yes,
aunt. Because Nadine had a bunch of money troubles and like had to start like working at a daycare or something because she couldn't afford shit, and she's retired, she's old. But
right.
so they didn't, like I said, my stepdad found her. Her neck was clearly broken, but they were going to do an autopsy to see if like she had a heart attack first or what happened first.
Yeah.
And
Well, because Bob Saget, I guess, had a broken neck when he
my other aunt
died.
pulled the
Right?
I have the copy of the will, and she got her cremated right away before they could do an autopsy. And that just seems like crazy sketchy to me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look.
Like, wouldn't
Hopefully
you want to
that
know?
will doesn't. That
Wouldn't
will
you want to
won't hold
know?
up.
No, but I mean, they're not going to sue her. Like, no one cares about the fucking. Like, my she had, so my mom was obviously her sister, and then there was Nadine, the oldest sister, and Dave was the youngest brother. They just want to know what happened to her, but they're never going to know what happened to her because she was cremated before.
Right.
Yeah. Which, if you're going to
Did
step
she?
in and
Now wait a minute. Is that in the will? Was she asking to be cremated? I mean, look at
I
that.
don't know. No one's ever seen a will. My Aunt Nadine supposedly has a copy of the will, which is like what, it says she had power of attorney and everything goes to her, which is just, and they like didn't talk for 20 years and then were cool for a while and then were not very cool for a while. So all this shit just seems, I think it's a murder, dude. And I'm
Yeah.
not sure how to bring it. I'm not going to bring it up to my mom. I'm going to bring it up to my stepdad because he has killed so many people in Vietnam that human life doesn't matter to him. So I'm going to ask him what he thinks I should say to my mom. But I'm pretty
That's
sure
a
it's a
good
murder.
starting point. Human life doesn't matter to him. Let's start from there. That's good, Jack. Yeah, you
Well,
should.
because my mom, if I bring it up to my mom, she'll fucking freak out about it.
Of course, of course. I totally understand. I was totally understand.
But
But human life
she's got
probably means something.
Oh, it does. It does mean something to her. But yeah, I think it's fucked up, right? I think my aunt murdered my other aunt. That's fucked up.
Yeah. And like I was saying, yes, like I think Bob Saget also he did break his neck in a hotel room there, right? But it's not easy to break your neck, right? And he was probably pretty drugged up. He was probably pretty drugged up, and not just a drunk who was unhappy with their intervention, so sort of fucked up. Because you know how drunks die? They aspirate their food while they're sleeping. That's how they die. You know what I
Or
mean?
they
And like
fucking,
that's not a broken neck.
or they, you have 20 drinks a day for fucking 20 years, and you stop drinking, and you die from a seizure and swallow your own tongue because you quit
Yeah.
drinking.
These are the 1 day deaths. Yes, these are the 1 day deaths.
But yes, it sounds. I don't know. It just not. There was a murder in my family, dude. You
Well,
know,
I mean, I already have them in mind. You know that, right? I mean, like, I got murders, suicides, everything. You know, I already have them. And my wife told me back in the day, like, when we were just arguing early married, you know, like in the first 3 years, she was like, Joseph, don't you fucking kill me and cover it up like somebody in West Virginia. That's what she said, you know, and I was like, dude, I would never. But she'd seen it, you know, it happens, you know. She was like, she grabbed me. I would never. 22 years later, I swear, I would never.
I know you wouldn't, dude. You're a pacifist.
No, and it wasn't even about that. It was just her, like, she was just like, that shit's real. That shit's real, you know, and like, your family's fucked up too, remember? That's
It's real, man. Everyone, look, man. Anyone that says they don't have a fucked up family is lying to you. Everyone's family is fucked up on some level.
Yeah, yeah. And also, like, our good times are also, like, they're less than real. Like, we have to make it happen, you know? You have to keep to the script. You have to be polite. You have to remember things, you know? I forget all the time. I, like, assume niceties, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? Oh, you showed up. I forgot. I'm sorry. I should have said hi, you know? I'm an asshole, you know? It was the 90s, Jeff. It was the 90s.
That's what we're always going to say, man. It was the 90s. Jesus Christ, it was the 90s. That's
What
so
my
long
wife
ago.
thinks is funny is remember Blow Up Doll, right? The Trouble.
Yeah.
She said that's funny. She was like, "It was the 90s. That was that bad." I was like, "Yep, that was that bad." Like
But
I fucked up.
you changed to equal partner.
They didn't give a shit. It was that bad. It was disingenuous. I was just trying to do the 2 Live Crew thing and have a clean one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to double tax. But no, I mean, like, I couldn't even get away with it, man. They used to have like your mama's on crack rock on the radio. I can't say that.
I'm not, dude. I'm not even gonna like. God, I forget where I was working at, but it was when that Lil Jon song got big. The skeet, 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 motherfucker.
Right.
And I'll never forget. There was this old couple sitting at the bar, and they're like, "What is skeet? Why does he keep yelling skeet?" And I was like, "You really don't want me to explain this to you,
Dude, because there's 2 answers, and the first one you don't want to hear. Your husband might, but the
and
second one is what they're really saying. Is actually that we're gonna spray on with some strap. You know, like we're spraying bullets on you.
So they were like, "No, you
For
got to tell me." And
real.
I was like, "It's jizz." He's talking about jizz, and they were like, "What's jizz?" And I was like, I had to like go medical. I was like, "He's talking about ejaculating on women."
They call it it's semen. It's the seminal fluid that carries a spermatozoa. That's what a skeet is.
Speaking of
Now,
Skeet,
where's
Enoch.
Skeeter? He left. You said you're gonna have to have a new bass player. What happened with Skeet?
No.
Now,
So
also with Skeeter.
did you see the Facebook thing that HR's wife put up under HR's name? They're like, she said like Skeeter robbed them on tour and all this shit. And at first I was like worried because that's like what he did to Scream. All he did was they ditched him. They ditched Skeeter at the hotel, or Enoch. They ditched Enoch at the hotel, and he went out and met some friends. But he took the band van and he got drunk and passed out. He didn't steal any money. All he did was get drunk and passed out, and he shouldn't have taken the band van. But they like accused him of this shit, and he thanked us for not asking him about it because Dave filled us in before. But I was like, they owe you an apology. I was like, they publicly tried to call you a thief, and you weren't. And like, but like 40,000 people saw that.
Yeah,
But
no
he
shit.
didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
no shit.
All he did was get drunk, man. Like, should he have taken the band van? Probably not. But they shouldn't have ditched him at the hotel either. And like, all he's guilty of is getting drunk.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Yo, Brian, man. Yo, if you talk to Brian, you probably should. Because one day, you know, all he was guilty of was being drunk. And it was really fucked up, man. Because, you
Brian
know, he
Dune?
hadn't been drunk. Yeah, dude. and he hadn't been drunk. And, you know, it was a bad situation. Bro. He
What did
fell
he do?
into a bad. Well, none of them were supposed to get drunk, but everybody did. Like himself, his wife, his brother-in-law. You know, they went to a show. I don't know. It was like Zach Sabbath or something.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
he told
know.
me he got a DWI.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, it's like so sad because none of them were supposed to get drunk. You know what I mean? Like, jeez.
Dude, he still keeps asking me to like play music with him. I'm like, I
I
have
know.
so much
I know.
shit on my plate. I was like, fine. I was like, there's like 3 other dudes in your town that play music. Just find those
Yeah,
dudes.
but you know, it's nice because he told me that you bought him equipment and stuff. You know, so it's
It was a
nice what
birthday
you did.
present. It wasn't anything
Yeah,
crazy. He was bitching about his tone. Not
yeah,
his tone. He was bitching about the amount of gain. And I was like, all you need is a clean boost.
yeah.
It won't change your tone, but you get more gain. So I bought him a clean boost for his birthday.
Cool.
It was like $60, man. It wasn't a big deal, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I just wanted to make the dude happy, you know, like.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, you know, he just needs to understand you got a gig, you got a full time band, and you know, I
I got
guess he'll
another one
figure it out.
too. I got the Magnum shit that I've got. We're gonna record an album early next year. We got to get that shit together. I
Okay,
just
you
don't have
got Eric.
time. What's up?
You got Eric.
Yeah,
Eric.
Eric's gonna sing, but we gotta Dropbox the shit to him. He's gonna record his vocals, and he lives in New Mexico.
Cool. Cool.
And the engineer Matt, I already talked to him. He was like, "That's no problem." He's like, "I do that shit all the time." I was like, "Perfect."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's no problem, man. Shit, man. Speaking of engineers, man, I'm sorry we lost Bruce. He was really cool, man. That's messed up. Oh, I got one of those. A couple of the best fucking Clutch songs, right? They were recorded by Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
did he pass
sure.
away or something?
Oh yeah, Bruce Falkenberg. Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Recently?
Like it's probably like 3 years ago now.
Oh, he was such a nice guy.
Yep. Yeah,
We got
seriously,
that.
man. The best
We got
Clutch
that deal,
songs.
dude. We recorded with him, and it sounded so good. And we spent $100 on that or something.
Remember, I was supposed to go see the Gallagher brother, and nobody got me. So he brought me back in, and he made me, you know, do the bass over with It was the little felt thing from the
Oh yeah,
cymbals.
yeah. Because he
Yeah,
said there
but
was
he
a
did all
click.
that shit for free. That was all free. He was
He
like,
said there
"Yeah,
was
you're
like
too
a.
aggressive. I hear the
He said there was
boss."
like
He did
a
all that shit
click,
for free.
or yeah, he said there was like a click or something coming through from the pick,
Yeah,
and he.
from the pit. Yeah, so
I
he
think
did
we
all
paid a
that shit
hundred
for
bucks
free,
to
bro.
record there, and we sounded way better than we should have.
And we did the abducted mix of Wild at Heart. The whoo shit. I wish I had that. I don't have that.
I don't have that either.
Prince. Remember, it was Prince.
Uh,
Remember, like it was Prince. We were talking. You're such a Prince fan.
he's one of the most badass fucking musicians of all time.
Yeah, man.
He could play everything. On his
Yeah,
first record, he played
his
guitar,
guitar
bass, and
solo was
drums.
awesome. Everybody
Yeah.
knows, like at the beginning of Dove's Cry, when it's all pulled back, but he's just shredding already. He's so good, man. He's so
What
good.
happened to Bruce? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Because I've recorded at Phase a bunch of times because we did the Slap Happies thing there, and then Magnum's
Yeah.
recorded twice at Phase,
Okay.
and I love that
Jimmy didn't
studio.
tell me that. I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
Well, Jimmy wasn't on the first one because we kicked him out of the band.
Yeah. Oh, it was well,
Tom.
he's passed away.
Yeah, Tom played on the first one.
Tom. Yeah.
That's
Damn,
crazy,
man.
man. I didn't know Jimmy and Paul had beef.
They didn't. Well, oh my gosh, we don't want to talk about that, man.
No.
Paul will endlessly needle anybody when he wants to get beat up. Paul's a masochist, bro. I went to Paul's fucking thing, and he knocked over all my beer. So his brother picked Paul up, and he did goddamn Jason Voorhees and picked him up. Remember when they picked him up in the sleeping bag and banged him against the tree?
Oh
Paul's
shit!
brother picked him up and slammed him up against an RV until he passed out because he kicked my beer over at Paul's fucking bachelor party. Because Paul was like, "You guys fucked up my girlfriend. Now I gotta marry this." And I was like, "I don't even know you, man. I don't even know you." And he kicked
What
my beer
girlfriend did
over.
we fuck up from him?
It wasn't any of us. It was Kevin. It was one of Jimmy's friends named Kevin who would flex his little arms around and good looks around Paul's, fucking whatever. His Hare Krishna girlfriend or whatever bullshit. Remember they were all like, whatever shit, man. Jehovah's Witness bullshit. So yeah, good looking guys took his girl away and he had to marry some other bitch.
That is the most
That's
fucked
what
up
he
thing.
told me. He told me I took his girlfriend away. He had to marry some other bitch. I was like, I don't know you. You invited me here because you don't have any friends and you kicked my beer over. And I don't even know you. And Jimmy was like, do you want to go to the hospital? Do you want to go to the fucking cemetery? Jimmy said that. I didn't do nothing. And he was pointing at me. So instead, Paul's brother picked him up like a
They just
fucking
fucked him up.
ragdoll and slammed him against an RV until he passed out and threw him on the floor and went to sleep.
Well, it's weird. So Paul and I were jamming like every other week to get the songs down. He was real bad at first, but he got him down again. He was practicing. He got him down again. But then he got his company lost their contract or whatever, so he was unemployed. He was like, I can't jam for a while. And I'm like, well, what is you
He
not having
told
a
us he was
job?
going on a fucking fishing boat and shit, man. I don't know what's
But I was like, what does your job have to do with like you coming over to my apartment and jamming? I was like, we got it set up. We could jam with the drummer all month of July. My drummer's off the whole month of July. We could fucking practice 3 nights a week if we want to. But what is you not having a job? I was like, you're not spending any money coming to my house. Do you want me to give you gas money? Like, I could do that. I'll give you $10 every time. Like, I don't understand.
Please don't, man.
Well, I just want to do that record, and like, he's got to be on the record.
That's good. That's good for you guys, man. I'm just saying, nah, man, don't give any. You have to volunteer anyway.
But you got to take care of like, it's not a big deal. If someone needs a couple bucks for gas, I don't have a problem doing that, But I do have a problem that like I can't fucking jam on these songs because I don't have a job. But I'm not asking. We're not renting a practice space, man. I'm not asking you for any money.
Yeah.
And he got pissed. I was like, I'm gonna bring it.
And by the way, there is an expense coming, right? DAT tapes, everything, whatever comes, right? There's a mastering, there's an everything, and he's not in on it,
No, we're paying for that. We're paying for that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, if he's not in on it, me as a musician, I want to be on it, So I'll just do whatever,
I will say the dude is really paranoid as shit. He texted me one time, like right when we started talking about doing it again, when we reached out to Eric, and he was like, I know I told you this before. He was like, I think Jimmy and Joe are trying to copyright our songs, and I was like, what are you talking about, dude? And he was like, I think those dudes are trying to copyright our songs, and I was like, well, if they are, who gives a shit? Like, no one's ever making any money off of it, so like, who fucking cares, dude? I was like,
I don't have your fan base. If I have all your merch, I don't have your fan base. I can't sell it to them. You understand?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but
if I bought up all your merch, I would be an asshole sitting on all your merch.
And we hadn't even told anyone we were going to start jamming again. And I was like, why would those guys even think about that? That makes fucking no sense whatsoever. Like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, oh, you're gonna get your buddy to play drums, and I'm like, yeah, because he's a good drummer. And he's like, well, how are we gonna split up the money? And I was like, who cares? Like, what are we talking about? You know? I was like, if I wanted to be, I was like, if I wanted to
Jimmy,
be a dick,
I've given
I was like the 14 original
Jimmy.
songs we have, I wrote 13 of them. So if
We
I
had a
wanted to be a
finished,
dick,
mastered CD of like 12 tracks, and Jimmy played on all of them. I made like one of those CD images, put it on a laptop, and when I moved, I threw the laptop away. So I totally forgot. But anyways, Jimmy's on it, right? But you know how we did that? I was like, I wrote it. You're the drummer. I wrote it. Okay, cool. So I have a BMI name if I want to use it, right? But I was like, what you do is performance. And I gave him $15 per performance track each. And we're done. That was our
Paul and Jimmy.
agreement. That's it. I mean, I'm giving him credit. Yeah, but I give him $15 each song. Or lunch, which is worth $15 or whatever.
I'd
Or,
rather have lunch than $15.
well, whatever. It's equivalent. I'll give him a
Yeah,
gram and a
yeah.
half of weed. I'll give him $15. I'm just saying, like I bought him out. I just professionalism did. I said that's your performance credit, and I mean you get your performance credit, but here's your performance payment. Because I wrote it.
Is that why Paul was trying to be kind of a cock about money? That you think?
I mean, what does he want
he
fifteen
felt like he
dollars
didn't
for?
get his due.
I didn't give him half a boner for $15. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like it's not like he got paid. It's just we're respecting each other.
Yeah, that
That's
guy
all.
never wrote anything either. He wrote one song, and if the song he wrote was good, I had to rearrange.
Give me one shot.
I had to rearrange it.
Right. Give me one shot and I'll be on my way. That's
Oh no, that's the one that Jimmy thinks he wrote. He was playing a drum beat and
who
he
wrote it?
sang it. He played a drum beat and he sang it along to a drum beat, which was like a and I wrote.
I've been waiting oh so long. I've been waiting just to get along. That one?
So, Joe, if someone
That's
played a
real music.
4/4 drum, if someone played a 4/4 drum beat and sang that, and you came up with everything
I would
else,
give
who
him
do you think wrote that
$15.
song?
I already told you I would give him $15. I said I wrote it.
Yeah.
I already told you that answer. That was 5 minutes ago, man. I said I
Yeah,
wrote it.
but
I told him we made that agreement before. Then we're done. Because he
Jimmy's
always says, hey, and when you play over here, and I'm like, yeah, when I play over here, and you drink 14 beers and you fall over yourself, and it's not even time to go up yet.
Didn't he stop
I'm not
drinking? I
gonna
thought you said
have
he
you.
stopped drinking.
He did, but that's 144 days ago. It's not when we were playing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well played.
He has.
I never. He got so mad at me one time. He said the dumbest shit ever to me.
Yeah.
It was when I was in Spitfires and Magnums. He goes, "You're lucky to be in bands with drummers as good as me and Kent." And I was like, "You guys aren't even in the same fucking league, dude. What are you talking about?" I was like,
Well,
"You think
he
that
knows.
high?" I was like, "You think that highly of yourself?" Like, fuck you.
No, he knows that Kent's way above that. No.
Rest in peace.
Nah, he knows that.
Rest in power, whatever that's what people say now.
Right.
Kent
Yeah,
was
man. Yeah, I saw Kent when I saw the Goons, and that was Paul. I mean, PJ had just passed, and that was that.
that
And
was sad
yeah, I
too,
saw
man.
Kent then. Yeah, that was sad. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I have a photo. One of the photos that I still have because this phone is not that old. One of the photos that I have from way back is just me like crying about that.
You know what I'll give
Oh,
Paul credit for?
yeah.
Paul showed up to Kent's funeral. He was like, I met the dude a few times. He filled in on drums for us once, and he was like, he was so nice and so like such a good musician. And he's like, I had to pay my respects.
Man, I had jam sessions with him. That's so informative. Like 3 times I remember playing with him. And that was very informative to exactly what DC is,
That
And I mean,
motherfucker was
you
a human
playing,
metronome,
yeah,
but he wasn't a boring drummer. He could do anything. I remember that. You know, man. At that funeral, Jeff Knowles and I like cried like little bitches, and we hugged each other, and like it was sad, man.
At Tom's, right? Yeah, because I remember Kent
Oh,
at
no,
Tom's. I remember Kent at Tom's. I'm sorry, you're talking about Kent's.
Kent's.
I
Yeah,
remember
talking
Kent
about
at
Kent's.
Tom's. Yeah, shit, dude. Yeah. Hey,
Kent
watch this,
taught me.
man. Jack, what is this, man?
I know what this is. Keep playing
Okay,
it.
tell me.
Keep playing it.
I think it's. Hopefully, it doesn't. It probably will start over. Okay, here we go.
Is this the Goons where I Rape the Dead?
It's much earlier. Much.
Oh, Death Camp Skinny. I Rape the Dead. The Goons called
Death Camp Skinny.
The Goons called it RTD, but yeah, it was Death Camp Skinny.
Yeah. So that was the old PJ right there.
We played with them.
You played with Death Camp Skinny?
Yeah, it was the Rejects, Death Camp Skinny, and the Suspects at O'Carroll's.
I was not there.
It was pre-Joe.
Oh, okay. I was like, no way. Yeah, I didn't.
It was like maybe our 5th show.
O'Carroll's. Where's O'Carroll's?
It was kind of near where 4Ps is in Arlington, and it was like a shit Irish dive bar. But that was like the first Reject show where there was a bunch of people at. It was because we were playing with Suspects and Death Camp Skinny.
Right on. Dang,
and I got fucked. I that was the first show. The only reason I remember it so well is it's the first show I ever played like drunk. I hammered like 2 40s in the parking lot before. I fell off a table. I fell off a table before we played.
Man, that started a trend for a minute.
Oh, buddy. I think Sunday when we were playing that festival, that was the first show I played without a beer in like 30 years.
Right.
Hang on, buddy. I gotta, like you said earlier, I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I know, Mike. Yeah, man, that was Death Camp Skinny. That was the old. Damn, man. I mean, that's from Maryland. Well, I'm gonna play Danny Roadkill while he's out here.
It was a hot summer night. We were driving in the boonies, just listening to the radio. Girl by my side, my hand on her thigh with no particular place to go. It was getting hot and heavy. We were steaming with the Chevy. Started looking for a place to park. The radio was popping and the engine started knocking. We were stranded in the dark. The trees started swirling. Fire filled the sky. And then a light hit us from above. My brain started aching. And the girl, she started shaking. The next thing that I knew, she was gone. My girl ain't been the same since she got abducted.
Right, I've returned.
All right.
Damn, you had the Death Camp Skinny record.
No, I don't have it. No. Brian had it on cassette, and he sent me the MP3s.
That's cool though. I mean, that was so long
back
ago.
Back in the day, I used to see him in Maryland before I was playing. It was so weird in like '92 or whatever when I made that transition, because I literally was like kind of apologizing to bands that I used to go see every week. I was like, oh, You know, like I gotta go play this and I gotta go practice. I was like missing shit I wanted to see, but you know, it was weird.
Those days were so different.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think another thing. I think I was speaking with my wife about it today too. Is somewhere in like 2002 when these guys were like on their like MBA tracks in college, like doing like business shit for like 2 years. They try to corporatize shit, and you know, they try to take 1,000 people and split them into groups of 200 so that one of each four forget about each other, and then it all goes to nothing. You know, if you got 1,000 people at the same place, you leave them. You don't try to factionalize them because they forget
No,
about each other and fizzle
that's the
out.
dumbest thing you
You
could
know?
do.
Yeah. Well, everybody wants to be the fucking, you know, the brand stupidity.
But no one's the brand. I mean, I get it. The Goons
Who would
got
want
real
to be?
big, but there was no real big punk band since the Suspects from DC. There
Right.
still hasn't been. I'm like, those guys were huge, man.
From
And those
DC? Yeah, I can't think of anything. No.
and that first 7-inch and that first record were so fucking good. Like even the second
Yeah,
record was
yeah,
good. It was not as good as the first. You know, like it was good, but it wasn't as good as the first.
yeah. I've never heard the whole Goons discography. It's pretty funny because, like, one time, you know, it was like, I don't know, they were on like one of their CDs, and Mike was like asking me for $10, and Mike was in like two bands with me. And I was like, I'm not giving you $10 for a CD, Mike. Sorry. And then later, Serge was doing like compilations, and he wanted like $10 or whatever for that. I was like, cool. And I get it, and I'm like, it's blank, Serge. He's like, no, dude, nobody said anything. And I was like, well, maybe they didn't play it, but mine's blank, you know? And he didn't believe me. So I recorded a bunch of shit on it and gave it back to him. And it said the Goons, but it had like Two Live Crew and Run DMC and everything I put on it because it was fucking blank. And then so
Dude,
he gave me another one. Okay.
I was kind of disappointed when we played with him in Richmond last summer, man. Like I love Mike, and I like
Yeah.
Brian was bitching. Brian was bitching that like Joey Nails is their guitar player. I was like, that was like Pat's best friend, dude. They were in the Bredesons together for years. Like Pat,
So
like
the Reticence kicked ass, bro. The
yeah,
Reticence, I got that right.
I was like Pat like handpicked Joey to play guitar in the Goons, and Brian's like, yeah, but it's not original or whatever. But
Oh, too bad.
the new drummer they have sucks.
Who's playing?
I don't know the guy. His name's Jack though too, and he's a
Well,
huge
because when
dude.
I saw him, you know, Lou was playing.
Yeah, no, they got a full-time drummer now. Jack something, but he's a huge
I
dude.
know
But
who he is. He's one
he's
of
a
those, he
light.
looks like a bear. He's a bear guy.
Yeah. He's a light hitter, which is weird because he's enormous, and he's a light hitter. It's just so fucking weird.
I mean, I'm sorry that you were disappointed, you know,
but I was, you know, man, I was so happy to see Mikey, and Serge and I don't like each other. I don't even know why. He doesn't like me. I don't give a fuck. But I did
dude,
say
it
to
isn't
Serge,
even like that. Look, you and Serge and my wife, you know, you guys, you motherfuckers, you're all the same, man. So, you know, Serge, he always says, you say, hey, what about so and so? And he says, you know what, fuck that guy. And you know, I say the same to you. I'm like, hey, what about him? You know, fuck that guy. My
but I
wife,
did say
same
to,
thing, man. You guys, you're
I
all
did
the
say to
same. And
Serge,
Serge and my wife are from the same place, bro.
I did, and he felt weird. I gave him a hug, and I said, "This feels like 30 years ago when we played a show together." But then Mike and I were pounding beers, having a good time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, I never saw Serge at the show that I went to. I actually didn't. But I mean, when I went to, I just go to his house, you know, and like we have a different thing.
He's lost a bunch of weight, so he looks a lot healthier.
Yeah,
which is good because he
yeah,
was
we have a
huge.
different thing. I just show up at his house, and then you know he can't ignore me.
Is he still out in like bumfuck Maryland? Maryland?
Yeah, Riverdale, North Riverdale. Yeah, that's
Which
over
is
where I used to. I'm from, so it's cool for me to
Yeah,
go over
I
there.
think, but I think the guitar player Joey, I think he lives in like Pennsylvania now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think they like just get together to do stuff, which is it's cool. Like I play in a band with Enoch and Scream. One guitar player is British and lives in England, and Franz lives in L.A. and Skeet and Pete live in New York. And the drummer,
Hey man,
I don't
I
know
got a
where they're.
question. I got a question from somebody out there. I mean, I'll just throw it out. Somebody asked me if Skeeter was gay.
No, that guy loves fat white chicks.
So do I.
He's
No, I
not.
don't
He's
like
not.
white chicks at all.
Yeah, Enoch not breaking up any stereotypes. Not gay at all. The bigger the white chick, the more into it he is.
I don't know where it came from, bro. I don't know where it came from. Somebody just out there asked me that. I was like, where does that,
Well, also, I don't
I
know what
have,
he does in his. I don't know what he does in his personal time, but I'm just saying, like, from my experiences with him, like he'll see like
that's
a
what he's
giant.
looking at.
He'll see like a giant white chick and be like,
Dude,
"That's
you
my
don't even
shit."
know, man.
And
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
like,
even know. Cause honestly, like, I will never deal with a white chick. I won't. That's not the thing. But you don't even know. My daughter, she's only 12, but, even a couple years ago, we're looking at the same girl sometimes. And she's just like, and I'm like,
it's funny.
sometimes I'm
Everyone thinks my
like,
better half's white, but she's native. But she's like real native. She's not like Brian Goon 1/8 native. She's like real native.
oh, don't say not real. He got free school. That's real.
He did. He did. But he
That's
found
real.
out when he was like 30.
He's native, bro.
He is. We're all native. I'm native. I was
Yeah.
born in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I'm only a Marylander.
I just wish he would stop asking me to play in a band with him because I live fucking
that's
700 miles
not
away.
how you approach that. He's asking you because he wants to buddy up with you. You know that. You have to like.
Oh, I know that. But like, it's dude.
You have to just tell him, I don't have time. I don't have space. I would love to, but I don't have time. I don't have space.
Do you
I have
know
to
how many
tell
times
people that same story.
said that?
I have to tell everybody that story in so many ways. Motherfucker, I have real friends that I'm ignoring right now, and you're giving me, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I have to tell people. But
I told you I gave him the business about the 22s, and I was like, you guys were on a track to talk shit about me. He was like, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I was like, you kind of knew that was gonna happen, dude. Like, don't tell me you didn't know that was gonna happen.
Who was talking shit about you?
The 22s
Who?
track.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I was
No,
like,
Jack. They played it to me in the parking lot. Jimmy did. No, I mean I don't want to say that. Jimmy did. While we were recording, while you and King Bass were downstairs, they played it to me, and I wasn't supposed to say anything. Now, guess what? I didn't, right? Because I am who I am, right? But it got me kicked out of your band.
you didn't get kicked out.
They got me kicked out of your band,
How?
because they played me the 22s in the parking lot over there at King Bay Studio. And they were like, what do you think? And I was like, I think you're being an asshole to Jack.
The only thing that bothered me about that is Emmer was my best friend. That's the only thing that bothered me about that. And he got really mad. They were playing some house party in Reston, and he was like, "Oh, it's like 2 minutes from your." He was like, "It's 2 minutes from your house. You're gonna come?" And I was like, "I am not gonna go to the show."
Everybody put up with Emmer when he sucked too. He had to learn, and he was a quick study, and he became
It was a
really
real
good.
quick study.
But everybody put up with Emmer when he sucked too.
Well, that guy was my
we
best.
did work with him too. We did work with him over at John's house too, and he did suck sometimes. It sounded like he was hitting a couple of cardboard boxes,
That guy was my best friend, though, and I feel like he sold me out. That's what that and like Jimmy. I don't give a fuck about him. Like fuck that guy, whatever.
Yeah,
but Emmer was my best friend.
Anyway.
That hurt.
You guys were born to be in competition. You guys were two leaders of a band. you know, something like Queen or whatever, where they had, I guess they had more than
But I
2
was never
leaders,
like
but,
afterwards. I just played guitar, dude. It's just
yeah.
But yeah, Emma was my
No, but
best
it's
friend,
okay.
and that's
It's okay what you and Jimmy had as rivalry. You know, yeah, it is different with Emerald, but that means that he just chose a side. But he didn't choose a side because he also was in there recording with us. Like I said, when they played it with me, but they had already gone to what Donnie Z and recorded that shit already. You know, and
right.
they
Well,
didn't tell us.
that girl Anna I was dating at the time. I actually went to their show when they played Reston. She was like, Emma came
Hmm.
up to me like crying because you didn't go, and I was like, well, I wasn't. I told him I wasn't gonna fucking go, dude. Like,
Because he
it
was the
hurt me.
follower.
It hurt
He
me,
was a
man. It really
follower.
did. It really did. Very few
I
things
bet
in
it
life
hurt
hurt
you.
me,
Dude,
and that hurt me.
it kicked me right out, and I couldn't talk to you. You know, I remember that. I remember how, you know, I could call you, but there wasn't any band, so it didn't really, you know, I couldn't
I mean,
talk to
we
you.
were in a band. We were in a band right after that.
No, I know, but that was Pickup Sticks.
But I wanted nothing to do with the Rejects after that.
You know what I mean, though, Jack? It was Pickup Sticks. We threw a band together just to not be not heard.
Well, and
You know?
but we also threw it together to be as different as possible from the other band. And I like what it is, but like I saw your YouTube videos. That Slap Happies weren't that bad, man. I thought we were terrible. We weren't that bad.
What YouTube videos do you see about the Slap Happies, or just
Like
in here? Yeah.
Evan posted them. Sorry, it was like the live
Okay,
at
I'm
Food
gonna
for
give you.
Thought.
Okay, I'll give you this. Yeah. Okay. Here. This is my tribute to Evan. He did it. He did it in the fucking the tranquilizers, right? And he pointed it out. He just loves fucking Elvis, so he threw this one in for the Slap Happy.
No, that was me and Jim. His timing is so bad on it though. Think about the original. Oh God, he was so late. It's not as bad as the Jim.
But that's why in the Comax Harley is so great, because he's fucking late. Harley is great and late.
Jim was so bad when we go to the stop part though. You heard the timing just drop. Listen.
Hey, this song is actually called "Suspicious Behind."
Didn't Jimmy all like I'll fuck you in the ass or something in the background? The timing got so far off. It got so far off. Was Paul on this?
I don't remember.
But he was.
I remember the videotape of "Fuck the Bass."
Oh yeah, it was in like my dining room. But Fuck the Bass turned into Toxic Avenger.
Yep. I don't think I have one of those.
Yeah, you and I just got drunk and wrote those songs. Jim sounds the same as Evan.
He's using a bullet mic. So it's got the coils in it. The bullet mic has those coils in it and makes them sound the same.
I need a distortion. Jim don't play any punk rock anymore, does he? He's just Colonel Sanders.
You know what this one is?
The original version. Because there was 2 versions.
Yeah, this is Joe Flavor. That's what I've been called it, Joe Flavor.
Wait, can hear Paul's guitar there. Not good. He's a fine bass player, but he's not good at guitar.
Oh yeah, it's just like a chunky mess, you know. It doesn't add, it subtracts, you know.
I could have just recorded 2 guitar tracks. It would have been better.
Even one. No, it's just too chunky, man. He would use like a semi-hollow body or whatever. It's a mess, bro.
All that thing did was feedback.
Yeah.
He got a really expensive bass, and he got a Rickenbacker.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "It's like a Ferrari. You got to tweak it every time so it like stays in intonation." I was like, "I think you just got a bad Rickenbacker, dude." I was like, "If you spent $3,500 on a fucking bass, it should fucking stay in tune."
Yeah, no shit. Well, actually, yeah, he bashed up. Actually, Paul bashed up a bunch of my equipment over at Jimmy's house because it was over there in the garage, you know.
Are you
So yeah, I
shitting?
had to rebuild shit. Yeah.
I know he told me Jimmy said that like Paul was like trying to steal his shit or something, and Paul was like, "I was out of the country and like my shit was in his basement."
Yeah,
And he
no,
like
no.
freaked out
No,
about it.
Jimmy never said, look, if Paul said that, that's not right. Jimmy never said he was trying to steal shit. He was trying to get his shit back. And that was when Paul said he was going on like a fishing boat or some shit. That's all. No, he didn't push it. He actually was very patient about it. I'm just saying, like, the shit that I had, my equipment in Jimmy's garage, like,
Got fucked
Paul
up.
actually did bash up. Yeah, he did bash up. Because he didn't care, because he knew it was mine, you know.
He was such a shitty guitar player. That was my fault. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. I apologize. I mean, it's not like we would have been a good band
You
anyways,
were
but
high
it wasn't
on
as bad as guitar.
photochemicals, man. You were high on photochemicals,
I might have been.
man.
I might have
Where
been.
is my? Yeah, speaking of that, I'm gonna get high on blue grape, blue whatever the fuck it is, blue weed. How's your girl doing with her weeds?
Oh, she got a new place. I told you in the thing. So she was getting from the Beyond Hello because she was
Yeah.
supposedly a caretaker for her mom, so she could pick it up. But our
Oh,
new
dude.
bass player found a place in Bethesda where you could score weed points and get like free weed after you score a bunch of
Yeah,
points.
Beyond Hello is too expensive. They're from Pennsylvania. That's where
No,
my
it's not
uncle
bad.
goes. But
It's
he's a
not bad. They
fucking
do
CPA.
sales. There's times you get ounces for like $120, but it's like 4 different quarters.
Yeah, but I can get $50 ounce. I can get $142. I'll get you a QP.
Buddy, I will give you $142 tomorrow.
Shit. You want some acid? I want some acid.
No, I don't. I'm done with hallucinogens. There's
No,
only one.
seriously, yeah, I'll get that QP.
We're not going to say it here, but there's only one drug I will ever occasionally do anymore, and I think you know which drug that is.
Hell yeah, man. Epinephrine.
Does Jim ever play live?
Nah, dude, to record like fucking 8 parts like he does, he has 2
He'd have to
kids.
hire a whole
His
band.
wife does not help him with the kids. So he goes in the room when he can and he put down a track. You know what I mean? Like it's really like he's only doing it so that if anybody, you know, seriously.
Okay, when you sent the text, was his the other number in that group text?
I did that on purpose because I did that and I got in trouble when I did it accidentally before, but I did it on purpose because you guys can talk to each other and that's okay.
I just have no
I did it on purpose.
desire to talk to the guy. It's it's whatever. I got no ill will
Talk to him.
towards him.
Well,
I just
no,
don't
he's
have
not
any
going
desire
to step up. He's not going to throw, you know, whatever at you either. He doesn't hate you, bro.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like I just have no desire to talk
But
to
if
him.
you guys want to talk to each other, you can. You're totally open, you know.
I appreciate what you did. as a mediator. But yeah, I just got no, man, I got enough nice people in my life that I don't need that dude in my life that was not nice. Like,
and he's not gonna step up to you if you don't want to. That's what I'm
no,
saying. You
I
can
know.
step to him.
Believe me. The first time there was a confrontation, I was like, if you walk over to me again, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. And he walked away real quick.
Yeah.
And I usually
Man,
don't get
I'm sorry.
upset
I
like
didn't
that.
even mean it. I didn't mean it in a confrontational way at all. I was just meaning if you wanted to
Buddy,
talk to him. Like,
I know you didn't. I'm not like, there's no.
yeah.
What is this light doing?
I don't know. It's making you look all.
There was a bug that just died a bad death in that light. I could hear like the zap. No, man, it's dude. I felt bad, dude. In New York, I bought this new expensive pedal that like died, and our bass player was like, "You got to do this to troubleshoot." I was like, and I like snapped real quick. I was like, "I fucking know what I have to do, Jay. Back the fuck off." And I apologized to him after the set, but he's like trying to tell me how to troubleshoot my shit, and I know how to troubleshoot my shit, and I have 2 backups on my board. So like it's fine. Yeah. I'm always gonna be fine.
It can't be that complicated anyway. Of course, you know how to try.
He was like plugged directly into. I was like, I know what I have to do, dude. Fucking back the fuck off.
Well, remember, I didn't even have my own amp, right? So the one thing they would throw me on all the time, which I didn't understand, was they would be like, "No, I need a patch cable." I was like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" I got a cord. You want a cord? No, I need a patch cable. And I was like, "What does that mean?" I was
lost.
What's
funny? You know, I ran into not too long ago was Doug from King Bass that we recorded his house. The sound guy at the Black Hat. He plays in a band with my buddy. He plays in a band with my buddy Dempsey.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What kind of music, man? You saw him at the Black Hat?
No. He was the sound guy for us at the Black Hat. He was the guy that saved Jimmy when Jimmy forgot to plug his fucking head into his cabinet.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I remember Doug. Doug, he's from Maryland, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so he's in a band with my buddy Dempsey.
Yeah,
they play
like I said, we already talked about it. The PV box that you could run over, like the DS220 or whatever it was, the direct box.
You could run it over with a fucking tank, and that shit would still work.
So you saw him playing?
No, they were on a comp with us, and then I ran into him at Dempsey's record store.
Okay.
And I was like, you don't remember, but you recorded my band many years ago and made us sound way better than we. I wish I had a copy of that.
Right. Oh, you don't have it. Yeah, you don't have the reel.
No.
What happened? You said it was in somebody's garage before.
It was in my ex's, and I think she just got rid of it.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's fucked up. So the 7-inch that was also.
We were gonna put 10 songs on a 7-inch, and they were gonna fit. Those songs were short. They were so short and so fast. They were so short and so fast. Oh yeah, when we were recorded, you used one of the guys from the Suspects amps.
Oh yeah, did I? I don't even know. I didn't know that.
And Doug dialed it in, and Scott came down and he was like, "I didn't even know my amp could sound that good." Like Doug dialed.
No, it did sound good. It sounded like Golden Princes and Towers. It sounded like that UK shit, that UK like pretty shit. It did. It sounded really good.
Because Doug dialed it in. He knew what to. He fucking knew what to do, man. He knew what to do.
I don't know if I was thinking of what is that? The Glenn Matlock band or something. I was thinking of them, the Rich Kids or whatever.
Oh, I got a ticket for Sex Pistols at 9:30 in September.
Fuck yeah, man! Fuck yeah, that's cool.
But the new singer they have is so good.
I mean, it's cool because what he tries to do is bring the crowd into it. You know, I think it's cool what he does.
Yeah, you've seen it. And Steve Jones is one of the best guitar players. He's one of the best punk rock guitar players of all time. and he's still really good. You don't think he is?
I know. Oh no, I love him, man. He's the best. Yeah, I mean,
the way
him and dude, like Jones and Cook, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you think that Paul Cook didn't have a lot to do with the hip hop too? You know, like that shit was real. You know, like these guys were really heavy hitters. Like they inspired everything that came after, like Black Sabbath, like 99 Tears, whatever. Like they inspired everything that came after that. They're heavy hitters, man. You know, NWA probably the same. Yeah.
I fucking love NWA.
Fuck
You and I used to jam out to that shit. We were the rejects. We would like jam out to like NWA.
Little straight out of Low Cash, remember?
Greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time. Like, fuck what anyone says. CB4 is better than Spinal Tap.
Yeah, but it's not better than Fear of a Black Hat. I'm sorry.
I like CB4 better, but Fear of a Black Hat was good.
Oh boy, I just like that. But also remember, these are really normal indie guys, you know. The Ponytail dude got in trouble for all his like escapades and shit. The dude who was like director. But yeah, I like all those indie movies.
Tasty Taste. Oh no, not Tasty Taste. Ice Cold.
No, neither one of them. No. Rusty Cundiff, you know, the guy who played the lead guy. No, it's not him. It's the director. No, but the actual director, the guy who wore like a cowboy hat and a ponytail, the white guy.
He's
in there a couple times. Yeah. He looked
I loved how Tasty Taste was Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds.
I'm a pervert, so I'm not trying to inform you anything.
You what?
I said you look like a pervert, but I'm not trying to accuse you because I am a pervert.
I look like a redneck. The other day, someone was like, "Are you going to the Trump thing?" And I was like, "At work." And I was like, "First off, man, I was like, I don't talk about politics at work." I was like, second off, don't let the beard fool you. There's no chance I'm going to anything pro Cheeto. Sorry, dude.
You should have
I was like, if you bring it up again, you're getting kicked out of the bar.
Damn, man. What city do you work? If you can, what city do you work in that bar, man?
I'm hurting. But like the first rules, you don't talk politics or religion.
Right. Damn, man.
And I was just like, if you bring it up again, you out. Like no politics, no religion.
Right.
What's your favorite Replacements album? Oh, you don't know one?
Stink?
Like.
No, I said Stink. I don't know.
Oh, Replacements is clearly Sorry Ma, I forgot to take out the trash. Like that record's so good.
Is it?
It's so good.
Well, yeah, I don't know that much.
So
I don't have that much.
I love them, man. Like because they wrote, like as hardcore as I ever got into music. I always like the hook.
I think it's an actual 12-inch 45 too. But like you,
is it?
I think so.
I had it on.
Yeah, that's all I have.
I had it on CD and I have it on my Spotify now. But they like. It was a good band. Paul Westerberg wrote great songs.
Heck yeah, man.
I like a hook. It's like hardcore, whatever I'd ever listen to. I always like a hook.
Yeah, of course.
Even all the dumb shit I ever wrote always had a hook.
Yeah, man, it's got to have a hook or be melodic or then be. Otherwise, it could be jazzy, right? There's another way you could take, but
you were great at writing a hook.
No, I like to write bridges for the stuff you guys already had. I was like, if I just write you a bridge,
you wrote a bunch of hooks, buddy.
If I just write you a bridge, it'll bring everything up. I write hooks all the time. Like I ate the Cheech and Chong silly caps, and I wrote they tasted like peach rings, right? And I was confused about what candy they tasted like, but they tasted like peach rings. And while I was tripping and while I was live, and I pressed the highlight button because I was like, Jimmy, pay attention, and everybody, because we're gonna go. I have to go to his studio, because that's the one I have right now. But I was like, there it is, So I wrote the peach rings hook. It's like, come and get my peach rings. Like, yeah, whatever, and I got the song. The rest of it will write itself.
You remember years ago when I put your PCP song on my aunt and uncle's answering machine, and it took them like 6 months to figure it out?
Oh, that's nice, man. That's nice. Yes. We used to, because Jason, as spastic as he was, and that's part of my problem too. And that's probably why he sucked when we used him as a replacement. But we used to record multiple, like messages for our answering machine because we lived together. And people would be like, hello? You know what I mean? Like, we would record shit. I'd be playing, like, the sync to play drums, and we would talk a bunch of shit. But yeah, that song was pretty cool, man. That song was
That
pretty
song
cool.
was awesome.
And it wasn't really about PCP, it was about PST. But I use PCP because nobody knows what PST is.
What is PST?
It's another, it's a spray substance that they put on cheap weed, like brick weed, that, it's boat. No, it's
I
not
thought PCP on weed was boat.
That's boat. So it's
That's
ill.
a sherm.
That's why it's called Illy Momo. It's different than boat. PST is ill.
That song was awesome.
Yeah, I wish, man, but nobody can play the drums right on it. They never have.
Hemmer could.
I'll be right back, man. Let's see. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, I sent you the link for the new record. Throw one of those up.
Well, I can't, like, right away. I have to, like, put it on my phone and then pull it up here.
Oh, you have to download the track?
Yeah, I have to pull it up here later. Damn it. All right, well, let's listen to. Okay, so you know how big I was in the sloppy seconds, right? So Danny Thompson, he gave me these tracks, because he's been up here for an interview a couple of times. So he gave me his tracks, and I'm gonna play "Clock on the Wall." This is Dr. Denny Roadkill, because I was so big into sloppy seconds. He doesn't play with them anymore, but he was the one in those days.
Now, why doesn't somebody pull off 45 and bang, settle it?
It's 8:25, and the only sound I hear is that goddamn clock on the wall. I got the TV on, but there's still no sound at all. But that goddamn clock on the wall. Well, I'm a birthday away from being 1 year closer to death, and a lifetime away from being one step closer to myself. If I had any strength, if I had any guts, if I had any balls at all, I'd load up a gun, I'd blow a fucking hole in that goddamn clock on the wall. It's 8:26, and the only sound I hear is that goddamn clock on the wall. I got the TV on, but there ain't no sound at all, except that goddamn clock on the wall. Well, I'm a weekend away from being 1 day closer to death, and a second away from being one step closer to myself. If I had any strength, if I had any guts, if I had any balls at all, I'd load up a gun, I'd blow a fucking hole in that goddamn clock on the wall. I load up a gun, I blow a fucking hole in that goddamn motherfucking cock-sucking clock on the wall.
There you go, man. There you go. And that's what Jimmy's trying to learn to do now is play the fucking Telecaster. Oh shit, Jack, I lost you. I'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming up, Jack. Haha.
I was sending you a link, and it kicked me out of here.
I know, man. I know. It's so silly.
It,
But
it was
anyways,
a
yeah, there
it
you
was
go,
a
man.
song. It was
So,
a song that Jimmy wrote, that I wrote, but that Jimmy wrote. But anyways, it's one
which
shot.
one was
You
it?
got it
Which
now.
one? Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
He was singing the lyrics, playing drums, and I had to write the whole fucking song
What is it? What is it?
with the Magnums, one shot. You know the one Jimmy,
Oh,
give
okay.
me one shot. Yeah, yeah. So I sent it to you, but yeah, he played basically a 4 on the floor and sang some shit, and I had to write all the music.
So did you send me? What did you send me? Like a clunky demo? I want to hear that.
No, it was a real good recording from Face.
Oh, okay, awesome, dude. Yeah, I'll add that stuff. I just can't do it when I'm live because, like, when you see how that happened when you just tried to send me a link, it
Yeah,
kicked you
I
off.
got
You know, I
booted.
can't do
I
shit.
got the fucking boot.
Yeah, yeah, and all
But
I
yeah,
have is a phone.
but
I've
it was
already been
funny.
booted out of it.
It was funny. Yeah, Jimmy would be like, I since you said it, he was like, I wrote that song. You didn't write that song, man. You wrote the
I
lyrics. I
didn't
get
mean to
that.
say it like that. I wasn't saying that he flexed on me. I was like, didn't he write those couple of songs or whatever?
No, he didn't write shit. He wrote those lyrics. He did. He did write those lyrics, and he played a and said he wrote the song. He didn't.
Right, right,
I
right.
wrote all the music.
You know what
But
song I wrote, man? You know what song I wrote?
you wrote a bunch. Too Fast for Love.
Yeah, I wrote that.
We
My
covered
name is
that.
John Mars. My name is John Mars Jr. Joe.
Oh, hold on.
Dude, I hate it.
I got her. Does she need to hold on? Does she need to go out? I'll take her out. Honey, you got the shirt on backwards. Oh no, you don't. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still there, Mr. Joe?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm smoking whatever I said, that blue shit that I couldn't remember. I'm smoking it now.
I'm taking the dog out.
And I didn't
Frankie,
even have that much. Frankie!
let's go. That sucks. The dog woke my girlfriend up. Who has to be up in like 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. Where's she going to work?
I'm just gonna go show some houses in the morning.
Showing houses? Oh,
Yeah, real estate.
yeah.
But yeah, so I sent you that tune, and Jimmy was always like, I wrote it, and I
Yeah.
was like, whatever. It is.
Well, no, I totally want to. Okay, hold on. Let me go ahead. Look, let me see if I don't get kicked. You sent it to where?
To your text.
Okay, hold on.
Sit. Sit. Come on.
Hey, hello.
You got it?
Well, I'll have to do it off because it did not work. It did not work. I'll have to do it off.
Uh-oh.
It kicked me out of here, actually. Let's see. Hey, we got lost in the lake. Where are we at? Sandy. Nah, I'm in BC. What the fuck? Is all that shit old, or are you guys back in the house or something? Holy shit. We got all them back in the house, huh? Yeah, Jack, I can't add it right now, man. I will add the new music that you have too, you know what I mean? As soon as I can.
Hey, I gotta roll with it, bro.
All right,
take the
cool.
dog out
Thank
and
you.
go. I will catch up with you Wednesday or Thursday.
It's really cool that you didn't even have time today, but you came up. So thank you, man.
Thank you.
See you later, and
Always
happy
good shooting the
Father's
shit with
Day,
you,
man.
Joe. Happy Father's Day to you as well.
Happy Father's Day. See you soon, man.
See you soon.
Rang, 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 rang. Rang, 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 rang.
Just so.
Hey Joe, fucker, call me. This is Raj. It's very important. If you get to 1 o'clock, still call. Okay, thank you.
I was like, yo, this is my homie right there.
Yo, what's up?
Right there. And then he bounced.
I'm back. So what?
No, so I thought, like, what did I offend? I thought maybe I offended you or some shit. That's why you bounced. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Did I say something wrong or something? Like, what the fuck? But don't get maybe he had to. Maybe he had to take a dump.
You know what? Look, check it out, motherfuckers. Look, I might get a little out of line when I do the shit I do, but hey, look, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, for real, I don't know what the fuck to say. I get attacked from fucking different sides, and this is some shit. It's some shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? But,
yo.
What
do you
mean you get attacked? Who's attacking you? Nobody's attacking you.
Nobody's attacking you. And also, you gotta
what are we talking about, man?
Stop acting like Joe G. You know Joe G?
Yeah, Joe G.
He always goes live and then he fucking like turns his shit off like after 5 minutes.
He's a magician.
Joe.
Take that fucking blueberry out of your ear and listen. Alright? You stupid kids, you don't understand anything today. Burn your fucking SIM cards. You don't need them.
Yo, it's going okay, Space Monkey. I had a good fucking Father's Day, brother. Got to see my wife, had the best time.
Love gonna get you out of trouble. You're gonna need love on the double. He's a man and he'll do anything he can for you. Mr. Love, won't you come save me?
Right on, man. Okay.
I'm walking on a wire over Babylon. No net to fall on. Love.
Hell yeah, man. See you soon, man. See ya.
To catch me when I fall. save yourself. Love gonna get you out of trouble. You're gonna need love on the double. He's a man and he'll do anything he can for you. Mr. Love, won't you come save me? Save me. Only love can save you now.
Token tongues past midnight brew. Ace and Smoky Soldier 2. Monkey man with tales untrue. Late night fog, thick as lies. Easy rider, smoky skies. Top laughs hard on the side. Souls of rebel in disguise. Don't chase mine is feeling free. In the haze they all parade. Laughter cracks like a dull blade. In the dark where hope fade. Aces light afflicts and cleans. Ignites the air, tears it seems. you're taking drags like prayer. All they got is still unfair. Easy riders drifting slow in the smoke's uneven flow. Time left leaking all they know. Endless search for even blows.
If I were a deer in the woods, I'd slay all the young does, knock them down in rows, and dodge every bullet that I could. If I were a deer in the woods, hope that verse didn't offend too many people. It wasn't in line with the Me Too movement. Wouldn't want to get canceled. Here's another one for you. If I were an eagle in the sky, I'd fly over the clouds and scream oh so loud and catch every rabbit I flew by. If I were an eagle in the sky, don't worry, rabbit is not on the endangered species list. Mighty tasty too. Oh no, here come the vegans. If I were a shark in the sea, I'd eat every fish, do all that I wish, and be the best shark I could be. If I were a shark in the sea, now I got Greenpeace after me. What'll they think of next? I don't know, I guess I'll just blame the president. If I were a human being, I wouldn't be allowed to do anything. Everybody would shush me when I talk loud or sing. So I'd be a fall down drunk and I'd mess up everything. I'd end up in prison with my arm in a sling, and they'd tell me that I'm bad no matter how hard I try to be good. So I'd rather be a deer in the woods. It's good to be a deer in the woods.
I said, didn't you hear me? I said, delete it. You have to delete it, Ever. You can join in here, but you gotta delete that shit.
Rang, rang, rang. Rang, rang.
Yo, I was like, yo, this my homie right there. Actually, I was saying, this my nigga right there. And then he bounced.
I'm back.
No, he's not gonna know that he's blocked.
So I thought,
You just you just won't hear from him again. You just press block this number and that's it. You just fucking do that.
yo, what the fuck? Did I say something wrong or something? Like,
He's not gonna be aware.
but don't get that. Maybe he had to. Maybe he had to say take a dump.
Hey, Joe, fucker, call me.
Rang, rang, rang. Rang, rang.
Hey, Joe, fucker, call me. This is Raj. It's very important. If you get to 1 o'clock, still call, okay? Thank you.
Yo, I was like, yo, this my homie right there. Actually, I was saying, this my nigga right there. And then he bounced.
But I'm back. So what?
No, so I thought, like, what did I offend? I thought maybe I offended you or some shit. That's why you bounced. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Did I say something wrong or something? Like, what the fuck? But don't get that. Maybe he had to. Maybe he had to say take a dump.
You know what? Look, check it out. Check it out, motherfuckers. Look, I might get a little out of line when I do the shit I do, but hey, look, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, for real, I don't know what the fuck to say. I get attacked from fucking different sides, and this is some shit. It's some shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? But,
yo.
What do you mean you get attacked? Who's attacking you? Nobody's attacking you.
Nobody's attacking you. And also, you gotta
What are we talking about, man?
Stop acting like Joe G. You know Joe G?
Yeah, I know Joe G.
He always goes live and then he fucking like turns his shit off like after 5 minutes.
He's a magician. He's a magician.
Joe G's aight, but he banned me and shit.
I don't know what the fuck is your.
What a crying shame. The girl I love won't feel the same. Would have loved you forever, but you had to play your game. You haven't changed. What a crying shame. I said it to you clearly. I love you, darling, dearly. I told you you're the only girl for me. But you had to go and ramble. My love, you had to gamble. I had no choice but to set you free.
You'll be fine, Ever, man. Ain't nobody gonna do shit to you, brother. Ain't nobody gonna do shit to you, brother. This is me, Jimmy, and my wife, cause we fucking rule. Yeah, it's Jimmy, it's Jimmy, Jenica, and I. Yep, that's us, bro. That's our fucking 3-headed one brain, bruh. Take
Take that fucking blueberry out of your ear and listen. All right, you stupid kids, you don't understand anything today. Burn your fucking SIM cards. You don't need them.
And then this one is just me and a wire. Cheers, Ever. Yes, that was me. Here's some more. I'm gonna sing again. I'm gonna sing real low, right? Listen. Here's my high pitched vocals right here.
Take that fucking blueberry out of your ear and listen. All right, you stupid kids, you don't understand anything today. Burn your fucking SIM cards. You don't need them.
Yeah, Ever. Then you got to hear my high pitched vocals. Banana, banana. Yeah, that was my high pitch. That's all I can do. That's the end. Thanks for your attendance, Ever. Thank you for listening. It's time for the opulent Buddha to say no way and to say it's time for meditation. Meditate. I've been on for hours after my own Father's Day. I have a lot of kids, but it's because I was attracted to the woman. Couldn't leave her alone. Had the kids, and she came over and she brought me gifts. So I'm good. I hope my dad had a good time, man, and I hope he has much more coming.